What's up, everybody? Amazing news. We're going to get right into it. No introductions necessary. All right? Just kidding. Schulz here. Akaash, AlexxMedia and Mark Gagnon. Okay, now we're going to get right into it. Big time news. Not Kim Jong-un being alive still. That's amazing. But Joe Exotic has a movie that's coming out.
Bruh.
And who is playing Joe Exotic? Who do they have signed on?
The motherfucking goat?
Who?
The motherfucking goatee? Nicolas Cage?
So, real talk, and I'm being 100% serious here. And I think a lot of people judge this. They judge this opinion, but I'm being 100% serious when I say this. I think Nicolas Cage is the greatest living American actor. And I know you're laughing. You're laughing. I'm being dead serious when I tell you this. Nicolas Cage. No. You got to check the facts, dude. Oh, gosh. I said living.
Son,
I said
that
living.
took me out of character. I was ready to be hyped.
No. I mean this sincerely. Like, I understand he's become kind of like a joke or whatever, but if you look at the body of his work, where do you want to start? You want to start at the titties? Where do you want to start? American Treasure. You want to start at titties?
National Treasure.
Whatever it is. I don't know the name of that shit. Look,
son.
National Treasure. You want to start at titties, right? National Treasure 2.
National Treasure is a fun time. It's a fun time.
But because of him, he's doing tricks. He's doing hijinks. He's doing English accents to get him out of things. Right? He's finding a map. He's putting on the glasses. There's more shit in the map.
Son, hijinks. It's Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny be doing hijinks.
Yo, that's how great Nicholas was. He could, take that. That could be his motivation. Real talk, and I know people think that I'm crazy. The greatest living American actor. Marlon Brando, was he American?
He dead, though.
Dead. There's other guys.
De Niro.
De Niro's not as good as Nicolas Cage.
Okay, all right. I think I know where you're going
De
with this.
Niro's amazing at being De Niro. Pacino's amazing at being Pacino.
Right.
Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
can be anything. A motorcycle guy with a skull fire head.
That movie was kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying, son. He makes something for everyone. National Treasure 1, National Treasure 2. Did they do a third?
Probably.
Maybe. Okay. Think about it. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
Tell me that wasn't fire.
Shit was fire when I was
Shelby.
15. If I rewatch
Shelby.
That GT?
So, all right.
The relationship he had? Smoked out Angelina?
Ooh.
Smoked her out.
Ooh.
Smoked her out. He threw that fucking smoke bomb. She came out like, there's too much smoke in here. Where's Nicolas Cage to save me? Right?
Okay.
I'm not all the way on board yet, but I'm rolling.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. The plane hijack movie where they break out of...
Con Air!
Thank you!
Con Air, son. They took down the fucking Hard Rock Cafe sign. Yo, Con Air, got
remember?
Chappelle in it, got the goat in
Dave
it.
Chappelle's in it, bro.
I've never seen that.
Okay, Con Air.
You never
It's
saw
a bunch
Con
of...
Air.
Now they're flying the...
Son, it's a plane full of
Convicts.
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich is
Cyrus
in it.
the Virus, yo.
Right.
Cyrus the Virus, yo.
That's the first dap since Corona. We back.
Oh, yeah,
We
disgusting.
back.
Yeah, disgusting.
We back, Al. Don't be soft.
Nah, get out of here.
Okay? Check it. Con Air.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Who was he?
Get off your Google.
Peter
son.
Parker
Get the
and
fuck-
Spider-Man Noir.
Whoa.
Because that's something you didn't even know about Nick Cage.
Yeah.
That's something you didn't even know. I thought he was the pig one.
Whoa.
That's something you don't even know about Nick Cage. Nick Cage will be in shit that you don't even fucking know about. Okay?
Yeah.
Con Air. Didn't he do something with Dead Man Walking? Didn't he win an Oscar for that?
Sean Penn.
Nah. There's another one. Hold
so
on.
my recall nice to
No,
remember
your
that
recall is
fucking
kind of
movie,
a
yo.
little too good.
I'm waiting for you to say the one OG movie.
Leaving Las
Face
Vegas.
Off.
There we go.
I was saving it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
Son,
right now, you just like
but-
warming us up.
Nah,
you
because I'm just
tickling
I'm just playing the
real
clip like
quick.
that.
Yeah, there we go.
Like that right there.
Yeah.
What's it called in 60 seconds? Okay. Your orgasm about to be called in 60 seconds. Okay. We're gonna get to Face Off in a second, but he did some like Las Vegas movie.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas. I didn't see it, but people spoke about it.
I don't know about that one, bruh.
Apparently, it was good. I think it won an Oscar.
Nah, I heard it's if like if
So
you
every
like.
movie just won an Oscar.
There's a lot of Oscar
Nah,
winners
he got
out
a
there.
lot of shit. Yo,
Say it,
he got
say
a
it.
couple critical darlings.
Say it.
He got Leaving Las Vegas.
The one where he's on death row.
No. A comedy mad people like Raising Arizona.
Oh my God.
Son.
Oh my
we
God.
do sleep on Nick the Quick Cage.
Yo,
you know?
Nick the Quick is out here.
Yo, son.
Put you in a fucking sleeper hold. Get. Like that. This is what happens when you thought you were like, oh, the best actor is Robert De Niro. Get. And then he got you. You're tapping out. What, Mark?
Fast Times of Ridgemont High.
Oh my God. Nick the
motherfuck,
Quick.
yo. You can't make that movie without Nick serving the burgers.
Son.
So you see mad Nicolas Cage movies.
Yo,
I've
we
never
all
seen
have. We all have Face Off. Let me just tell you about
Low key, we all have.
fam, how the dynamic, how dynamic an actor are you with Face Off? You start as good guy,
Bad guy.
you know.
Yeah.
You start as bad guy, switch that up, good guy, seamless. You don't even notice like, it's amazing how that acting was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I saw some indie movie with him, Adaptation. That was
Oh
alright.
my God.
That was
Give
alright.
me more. Hey, are you on his IMDb? Just name a
Weatherman.
random movie. Name a random movie.
You want a random movie,
I want
bro?
just go like this, brrr, and then stop it.
The Ant Bully.
What? Man, come on, Mark.
Bro,
That's
he
how-
said a random movie.
That's
bro.
how prolific my man is.
Go like this, and then stop, and then hit a good one.
All right. Oh, but a good one or stop?
It doesn't matter.
Some of these are kind of bombs, bro.
Snake Eyes.
He never bombed.
All right. What about Amos and Andrew?
I was probably going Snake Eyes. What was that one?
Snake Eyes. Something about boxing and casinos. I didn't watch it, to be honest, but I
Look,
know it.
all I'm saying is Nick Cage gets slept on. He is, without a doubt, the
Wicker
greatest.
Man, bro.
What?
We
Wicker
said
Man.
that already. Listen, Mark.
Who said Wicker Man?
We said Wicker Man before.
I would
Rage?
not
We
say
did.
Wicker. That's
I
too
don't think we
uncomfortable
said
of
it.
a
Oh, we
word.
didn't?
Yeah,
All right.
say
Listen,
like that.
Al.
On my own
Dummy.
volition.
Look, I understand there are certain things about Nicolas Cage that you judge him by. Okay, he's had a horrible hairpiece his entire career.
Entire career, son.
I know it looks like a tumbleweed. That's what his hair. He goes like this. Just this one movie. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it here. You guys decide what you feel about it. The Rock.
Oh shit! The Rock is hot, yo.
Escape, that movie where they escape from the fucking
Alcatraz movie?
shit. They gotta sneak in.
Bro, that shit is hot.
They
That shit
gotta
is
sneak
fire,
in.
yo.
You gotta escape in.
The Rock and Sean Connery.
Oh my
Yo,
God,
is he
son.
the biggest actor that made like the most straight to DVD movies? Cause I don't think these were in the movie theater.
Yo, these were in the
The
movie
Rock was a
theaters, bro.
big
straight
hit,
to
yo.
DVD.
The Rock,
The Rock was a
big
massive
hit, yo.
sensation.
I'm never even.
It was a massive sensation, bro.
I think at some point he was making like 20+ million a movie. He had a lot of flops, so real talk. All jokes aside, he had a lot of flops, so we forget
Come on,
how
son.
many
Come on,
bangers
son.
he had.
He didn't have a lot of flops. He released movies like albums. You know what I'm saying? He put out 9 movies, 10 movies.
That's the album.
That's the album. He put it all at the same time. You know, he got a couple singles in there. He got a couple bangers. And then he got a couple Amos and Andys. That's how he works. But he can do comedy. He can do drama. He can do action.
He did a movie where he was like he did some indie shit. He did a movie where he was like a robber, and then this girl like says she's his daughter, and it's like some crazy like.
Yep.
And that movie got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying though, right?
I do, bro.
He does.
Nah, I do know what he's saying, dog. Nah, I know what he's saying. And then he got to get his daughter. He got to get his daughter back.
Yep. Something like
He
that.
got to get his daughter back.
Something like
and
that.
he got to stop his robbing ways.
It's something like that.
Yep.
Something like that.
And yeah, I remember that. And then he's all like, I love you.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
you. He's
That's the
like,
one.
I wasn't there for you because I was robbing. Because
That's
I would
the
be
one.
robbing and shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Son, Nick Cage is a boss.
Yo, which movie do you think would be a million
the
times
fuck
better?
up.
Bro, nah, this is important, bro. This is mad important, bro.
I never mean it. It's just funny
this is mad
timing.
important, bro.
I never
Hey,
mean
here are
it.
2 boxes. Pick out which box has the best.
Yo, that box shit was trash, bro.
That's the best DVD of Nicolas Cage.
Bro, that box shit was trash.
Son, I had someone message me on Instagram about the box shit. He goes, I'm not going to lie, I'm English. And that was scintillating podcasting.
Let's go.
Maybe it is something about about us, but I was loving every minute of that
Bro, we're
shit.
blowing up in London, dog.
All right, go.
Which movie is better with Nick Cage in it?
Okay, go.
Which one you think?
Oh, Godfather.
As who?
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
If he was Kane, that shit was slap.
Facts.
I gotta see the Citizen Kane movie. I
Nah,
never
you
seen
don't.
it.
Son, that shit
shit's so
is mad
gay.
old, son.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
but
this shit was in
isn't
the
it
80s. I was watching a play of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I thought that shit was the 80s, bro.
So I thought it was Gone with the Wind in like
Son, this shit is
79.
1941.
Son, I didn't even know they had
ain't
color.
watching-
I thought
ain't
is it
watching
going to
this
be
shit.
sound? I'm watching the preview for it. You can watch the previews because we looked at every Oscar-winning film.
Yeah.
And we were like,
oh, you hella boy.
we were bored. We're like running out of shit to watch. And we saw Citizen Kane, and then there's another one, 12 Angry Men.
How the fuck do you think Citizen Kane was the 80s?
Time don't matter, bro. It's like it's
Son,
a flat
he thought
circle.
$20 was $100
Yeah.
10 years ago.
I think it was, bro. Now that I think about it, I'm doubling down on that. I think it was. If Snickers was 5 cents back then,
Back when?
back then,
But back when?
back then,
The first Snickers
if
was 5
Snickers,
cents.
if Snickers was 5 cents back then, and
Yeah.
now it's $1, how much was King Snickers in the 80s? Do that math.
Can't even.
You fucking black
Sometimes I
cracker.
just can't.
Yo, son, Mark found. We got to share it with the people.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a Negro baseball team in Atlanta called the Atlanta Black Crackers.
ABCs, bro.
The ABCs.
Yo,
Whoa.
Mark
were
getting
lit,
his
too.
jerseys.
They were really good?
They were good. People liked them.
Whoa.
They were the best team in the league or something like that, right?
So you're saying the Crackers were busting all the other black guys?
Yeah, bro.
Just whipping them to death.
Poor Al. What do you think's more famous now on the podcast? Al's laugh or his exhale when we say something? When we say something incredibly offensive, and he knows he's gonna have to deal with 15 DMs. Like, how you gonna let them say that? Yo, Phil, you gotta hold us down. You're supposed to be silent when they make fun of every other race and religion, but when they make fun of us, you're
Son.
supposed to step in.
Oh, man.
Everybody does that shit.
That is so true. That is so fucking true.
So have we proved that Nick Cage is the greatest? Living. I didn't say dead. Living.
All right. Make the case. Nick Cage is better than.
He's not better than Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is the best.
That's who I was going to bring up.
Why?
Were you really?
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin Spacey is the best. I will give you that. Kevin Spacey is the best.
Kevin Spacey's.
Because the kid diddling?
Say what?
Because the kid diddling?
Nah,
Maybe-
he never touched kids.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
The boy was like 14.
No, 18.
No, he wasn't.
He was, bruh. Once you say
heard a
you're gay,
different
you
story.
become 18.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I didn't
bro.
get that memo. I
Once you
didn't
come out
realize.
of the closet, it's like a gay bar mitzvah. You're an adult now in the eyes of gays. They're ready to feed. But I think the guy was 18, huh?
Nah, he was like 15.
He was 18 or 17.
I heard 14, maybe 15.
Yeah, like what story
Why
did
people
you
be
know?
making Mark, stop acting like you don't know this by heart, bro. Come on. You've been at the bottom of the story, bro.
Mark
Come
was
on.
the kid.
I can tell you exactly how old I was. All right, go.
He was. Oh my God. The kid's last name is R.A.P.
Whoa.
Rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he said he was 14 when it happened.
Yeah.
When what happened?
He might have been at a party that were supposed to be
Making
18.
sexual advances.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, son. Kevin Spacey need to walk that back, son. Frank Underwood, come on, bro. Can't be out here fucking 14-year-olds.
Son, he doubled down though. Like when he like came out as Frank Underwood and made like, oh, I'm a get all the people talking bad about me. Did you see that shit?
Son, that was the realest shit ever, son.
So funny.
Son, that was a real. Yo, imagine, low-key, imagine who the fuck played Thanos? Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Imagine Josh Brolin called a Me Too and he came out there like, listen, if you don't make this disappear, I will.
Son,
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta come out in character, bro.
son,
That's what fucking what's that guy? Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's what he should have done.
What?
When he was jerking off in the movie theater,
Yeah.
he should just come out as fucking Pee-wee. And just
Wait.
been like,
Does
sorry.
he talk regular? Man, get the fuck out of here. Pee-wee talks regular?
Yeah, yo. And I
You
think
mean
he
he just goes, hey, hello, I like a Coca-Cola and some fries? Like, he'll say that sentence?
Nah, if he's trying to diddle. If he's
he
trying
was
to
in
diddle,
other shit.
I thought that's when he was putting on the accent. When he was in Blow?
Yo, he was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's a slept-on fucking show, son. Show or movie?
No, the movie.
Son, that's a slept-on movie. You know who directed that? Nicolas Cage, bro. Nicolas Cage directed that movie.
Hey, you know what you can't argue with? Nicolas Cage is like, isn't he like Francis Ford Coppola's son?
That's what I'm saying.
That's good stock,
this?
yo.
Who are these people?
Francis Ford, he made the Ford. He made the fucking car, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
That is not his son.
Coppola, yo?
That is not his son.
Son, you never had there's a Ford. You never heard of Fords. Yeah. Ford Mustang, Ford Coppola.
Son, no bullshit. The 78 Coppola is like the fucking
Iconic car.
It's the car, yo.
Iconic car.
It's the
I
car.
don't know nothing.
Come on, bro. What do you think cops put you in the back of? Francis Ford Coppola. Dog.
And where do they take you? A cage.
That's how he got his name. Mark. He's redeemed himself from the boxes. He's back. I'm telling you, greatest of all time. Greatest actor of all time. Nick Cage. Big Dick Nick. Thick Dick Nick. That's what they call him on set.
Thick Dick Nick.
Thick Dick Nick.
Okay,
Oh,
I like
boy.
that.
Thick Dick Nick. Thick Dick Nick. Say it.
Thick Dick Nick.
All right.
Thick Dick Nick.
Ooh, that was kind of
That shit felt thick.
That
That felt thick coming out of my
I'll
mouth.
say it.
Yo, I think I'm a housewife now.
Okay. I thought you were going to say a different word after house.
Yeah. Guys, I'm a house cracker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta come out, man.
What happened, son? What
Nah,
your girl make you do?
I just like cooking and shit. And then yesterday I got excited because a fucking vacuum came from Amazon.
Son,
Yo,
I just ordered a vacuum. I'm so hyped,
yo,
yo.
right? I feel
I
so
can't explain
bad.
it. I was like, yo, my birthday was yesterday. I was like, I'm 36. Yo, that's it.
Your
It's
birthday
over.
was yesterday?
Yeah, I don't be talking about that shit. I'm
Yo.
too old to give a
What?
fuck.
We were all together yesterday.
Yeah.
What you want to wish him happy birthday?
Son, you're a horrible friend.
Stupid. Yo.
You're horrible. Like, how do you not know his birthday? I cannot know his birthday.
Why am I supposed to
gotta
know his birthday?
You live together.
And we don't live together no more.
I don't know his birthday.
Thank
I don't
you.
know your
Yes, you do.
birthday.
You lied.
I don't know your birthday. It's in
I-
October. I know that, and it's near Halloween, but I don't know if it's on Halloween or around Halloween.
Okay.
Happy
That's better.
birthday.
Yo, how the fuck
Hey,
you
hey,
go?
hey, hey, Akaash. Hey, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. It means so much to me. I can't wait for my gift.
Oh, wait. I got a gift for him. Keep talking.
Wait.
Yo, it better be that dick, yo. You better be coming over here with that
I
dick.
gotta get a new
Al.
vacuum cleaner, bro.
I'll show you a Dyson.
Son, did you feel bad we didn't know your birthday?
I honestly did not care. Truly.
All right, Al.
Because I'm so masculine.
Yeah.
Baked vegan oatmeal
Son, you a
Let's
fucking
go,
hero,
Oatmeal
Yeah,
peanut
son.
butter
You a
cookies.
hero, yo.
All right, ready?
scratch.
Here's a what's it called? Candle.
Ready?
Right? Happy
I gotta wait.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, that's enough.
Happy birthday, you sandcracker. Happy birthday to you.
You missed the
Man,
first one.
How much
son.
saliva has to come out?
I
to
missed 'cause
fucking-
I-
Did you
I
even
missed the
try to
first
use
one.
your lips?
I missed the first one.
Why
I had
didn't you
to.
use your lips?
There's bad corona all in that
Son,
area right now.
that's proof that I have bigger lips than you. That's proof, because your lips couldn't even hold in your fucking saliva.
They get in the way, yo. They're too big.
Bro, that was
That's
disgusting.
why the first one didn't go. It got in
And
the way.
it
It's
hit
too
my
big.
lip. I think it hit my lips.
Son, whatever, yo.
And you breathed all over the god. Take the top one, please.
I thought you weren't worried about Corona, yo.
Son, Corona's gone, dog. All right, let's see these cookies. Let's see what these cookies all about.
I
Al. We're gonna
legit-
try Al's. We're gonna test Al's cookies on live on air.
I made them from scratch.
Should have used some more scratch, bro.
Nah, yeah, man.
I don't know, son.
Good.
Maybe we could use them to put the glasses on or something. Actually, the aftertaste ain't bad.
Son,
What's the toughness of it?
I don't know, nigga.
You're done with that, Akaash?
Yeah.
The fuck is a cookie?
You done with it? You don't want no more?
I'm good.
Why?
I'm just. I ate too much shit yesterday.
What'd you do with your birthday?
Yeah, celebrating his birthday that we didn't know about because you're a horrible friend and didn't tell us.
Son, what is a birthday?
No, I agree. I don't get men who
Yo,
make a big
shut
deal about
up.
their
Let's
birthday.
just pile on
Oh,
him.
you're right.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Come
My
on,
bad.
son.
Yo, what's a birthday even though?
I mean, I don't know. Friends celebrating love and
Word.
caring about each other.
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I
I mean?
celebrate that every single day with you. So every day is your birthday?
I don't know.
Should
bruh.
be.
You know what I mean?
You know, I text him every time I wake up in the morning. I go, "Hey, bro, we're lucky for another day. Love you, man. I'm glad we in this together."
Except he didn't on my birthday.
Wow. Damn. So on the one day you're supposed to, you didn't do it?
Yeah, ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Bro, this is a celebration of Akaash's dad raw dogging his mom, bro.
Yo,
We can't celebrate
Son,
that. It's
why
actually
can't you
9
celebrate
months.
that?
It's actually
it's
9 months
actually
before.
not the celebration of it, Mark. That's not how pregnancy works. I don't know where they told you in Christian school.
Indians have a 1 year gestation period, bro.
Oh, it's a little bit longer.
I think, right?
Okay, now that is true. 9 months ago this day, 36 years and 9 months ago this day,
Yeah.
your dad unloaded a fucking
Up in them
mango
guts,
lassi
yo.
right in them guts.
Up in them guts,
He
yo.
was digging, bro.
Yo.
He was digging.
hammer,
like
bruh.
that. Do you think he gave her that hammer time?
Oh yeah.
You think it was pump, pump, pass?
Yo. Oh. Ain't no passing, yo. Ain't no passing, yo.
No passing, but lots of passion, right?
Pump. Blah!
You you think he would slow it?
He let
and
off
then,
them shots like blah, blah.
Buh, buh. Now, what do you think this?
Y'all be committed. So.
So that's my folks, yo. They should be having sex.
Yo, that's true. You right, man. Damn, dog.
That was just weirder for you because you only got one parent. So
I
you know.
know.
What I mean? It's a little different.
Son, I just gotta think about my mom diddling herself over and over.
That's how you were born, bro?
Mom, is it really true a stork dropped me off?
Oh, fuck. Yo, whatever happened to the stork, yo?
Yo.
You don't ever hear about the stork no more.
Yo, man, that's true.
Do kids still learn about the stork?
Why is it a stork?
I don't know what a stork is, to be honest.
It's a pelican.
Why they call it a stork?
It's a different version.
What's different about it?
You know, they got Ford F-150s, they got Ford Coppolas, they got pelicans, they got storks. There's a lot of different types of these things,
Bro,
bro.
a stork might be Alex's dad, bro.
Wait, talk to me.
Because this shit's built like Alex. A little bit.
Show the image. We gotta get the image. We gotta get the dongle so that we can.
It's got a nice
have
little
him put the
bracelet
images
going.
up.
Oh, fuck.
I'll add it after.
His legs are a little skinny, though.
Hilarious. That was funny.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
His stork is brolic ass upper body, yo.
Word.
Yeah, they do got chest. Like the birds got good chest. That's what we eat from the birds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We eat their chest.
Yeah.
You know,
Chicken titties.
we do eat chicken titties when you think about it. You know?
Yeah.
But you never go to like the butcher and be like, "Let me get a couple chicken titties."
We should start
Yo,
doing
can
that.
I get 2 pounds of chicken titties? And
Can you imagine going to like a fucking churches and they ask what kind of part of the chicken you want? The titties.
the titty. Oh, boys. Okay, I had some things happen that we should discuss. What
Yeah.
do you think?
Well, happy
Look at
birthday,
that
Akaash.
There was something I wanted to talk about. I don't remember what it was. Mike Tyson boxing.
Boom.
Bruh.
That
Am I
video.
tripping or was that fucking incredible
That's-
to see Tyson boxing at 53? If y'all don't know, there's a video on Twitter. If you go to Mike Tyson's Twitter, he reposted it, of him boxing. And he's 53 right now. And he's just doing some pad work. And it's fucking insane to someone who doesn't know about boxing at least. And I'm curious to know if you do know about boxing, is it just as impressive?
Yeah, it's really impressive. I mean, what was the most impressive was the last punch. So like the combo, the 1, 2, 3, I thought was kind of okay, but the last punch, that kind of like overhand right that was really short that he threw.
Yeah.
I mean, you're dead. If he connects with that, you're dead. I mean, punch probably travels 6 inches.
What is
Unbelievable.
Why is the overhand right the most impressive?
His positioning. Still like, this is really hard to eat, Al. But
You still eating it though? You going back?
so, like, he's in front of the guy with the pads for the 1, 2, 3,
Right.
which is fine. And then he shifts slightly and throws the last punch not straight, but over to his left. Like, if you watch the video again.
Okay.
And basically what that is like, if you see him throw the 1, 2, 3 combination, it's like closing distance. Okay, so it's 2 to the body, and then he swings under, right?
Right.
2 to the body, I'm up under you, and then I'm under on the other side, he dips under, and then comes over with that right. Watch the last right.
Yeah.
It's like, it just travels from his shoulder 6 inches,
Okay.
all the power behind it. Oh my God. And he's out of your punching range, so watch. Boom, boom, under you, and slip to the side. Oh, so beautiful. Now, granted, can you sustain this for 12 rounds? Of course not. You know, but it does go to show you, like, that muscle memory is there even at 53 years old. I mean, he just looks fantastic.
Bro, the guy catching pads for him,
Frightened.
He looks legit
yeah.
scared. I was wondering, am I tripping or does he look legit?
his
scared?
hands shaking, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
that
mean,
last punch he catches, he like, he
He
don't want no
moves his
parts
head
of
out
it.
the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I mean,
Just walked it off.
yeah,
Those
he's
body
like, all right, we
shots,
good. We
Yeah.
good.
even with the pad, you're still
That
feeling
hurts.
those body shots.
That's got to hurt. Those body
Tyson?
shots, even with that pad, they got to hurt.
Do you
I
think
mean,
there's another boxer in history that is punching like that at 53? And I'm including Foreman because he was known as the fucking knockout artist. And I think knocked somebody out at like 45, right?
Yeah, so Foreman came back, and he came back really late in his career.
Yeah.
And when did Evander Holyfield keep fighting to? I think Evander Holyfield kept fighting till really late too. I would say that they maintained their power. I mean, Foreman was arguably the hardest puncher ever. I mean, some people say Frank Bruno, who was this British heavyweight, but I mean, Foreman, that's my pop said, that was the hardest puncher he'd ever seen. Like, he literally lifted Joe Frazier off the canvas when he hit him.
Really?
Yeah, like his feet come off the canvas a couple inches and then come back down. He hit him with like an uppercut.
Right.
So I think Foreman would maintain it. At that time, it's just like size and like coordination and body weight and just how you're built. Like, speed is something that you're born with, and punching power is actually something you're born with. Some people just have it.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to punch harder than you're punching right now.
Right.
But some people just naturally have amazing punching power. It's just how they're built.
Yeah.
Nothing you could do about that shit.
Yeah. I can 100% see that. I guess
I wonder if coordination's like that too. Like,
coordination, I think to a large degree you can get better, but you're born with it or you're not. Like
if you play tennis with somebody who's playing like for one of their first few times, and you're like, oh shit, you just naturally have this down.
I've never seen that with like tennis, but that quickly. But it's just, again, yeah, once you learn the form, it's just a matter, like, you ever seen some people try to throw and they just can't fucking understand how to bring the ball back?
Yeah.
It just seems like, and it can be different in different sports. Like I remember I had a friend who could hoop. He was nice. But then we tried to teach him how to throw a football, and we were 18. He just couldn't fucking do it. He was like throwing from here, and it was like, yo, what the hell happened?
My dad said Muhammad Ali threw like a girl.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Wow.
He couldn't believe
Isn't
it.
that fucking crazy?
He couldn't believe it. He goes, this is a perfect human specimen. Like,
Yeah.
this is the epitome of athleticism right here. This is what happens when everything works out. You have size, power, speed, and he threw like a girl.
Unreal. It's weird how coordination is so different.
Yo, do you
I'm
think
scared
like
about that.
what, that your kid might be trash?
No, that I forgot how to throw. Like, we should have throwing.
Yeah. No.
No, I mean, because I don't want to lose that shit, B.
We
Like,
should have throwing.
like, we should all get a mitt and a base. Fuck baseball, but you gotta know how to throw.
Yeah.
So that when we have kids, we could throw with them.
Yeah.
Like, we should just go up to the roof and all of us have our mitts, and then at least 2 times a week,
Just toss around.
we toss the ball for 20 minutes
But
just to maintain the form. That's it.
When
I think
see-
if you've done it enough when you're a kid, it always stays.
Yo, son, yes, but
Yeah.
God forbid it doesn't. And then we out there looking crazy.
No, that shit gotta stay. There's no way father-sons, that white kids that learn to play catch from their dad was just like training for it.
No, but those guys back in the day were going to fucking World War II and throwing grenades and shit at people. It was like, you were actually throwing shit for a reason.
Training for, bro. Andrew's training for his kid, bro. Imagine that.
I am.
You have camp for your eventual children.
That's
I
valid.
need to go through a boot camp. Think about the men were throwing way more shit. You throw the fucking dishes when your girl will piss you off. you were using your
Yeah,
arm
but
to
that was
throw.
like a frisbee. That's like whoop. That's you know what I mean.
You're throwing it at her like odd job.
Good job.
But for real,
Is it a thing of boxing where you can tell how good they are at a boxer based off just like how they carry themselves or like how they look or like how they walk?
Oh,
you could tell if someone's a boxer.
Really?
How?
I think so.
There's like a little hunch.
hunch,
They always say.
yeah.
Yeah.
So boxers don't have good posture. It's because when you're in the ring, you kind of want to like shell up a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're almost like a turtle in your posture, and so I can tell if a guy has some boxing training if he's a little bit hunched over, and oftentimes the shoulders roll forward. Like boxers don't walk around like this, like male models, that kind of shit. That being said, they usually just walk around like that in the gym. When they're out of the gym, that's pretty normal. Or if you're in baggy clothes, pretty normal. But also, boxers aren't big usually.
Lean, right? Dumb
Lean, yeah, it hurts you to be big.
Yeah.
Unless you're a heavyweight, you want to make the lowest possible weight so you can maintain the power advantage.
I remember I saw Amir Khan, and he's the greatest boxer of all time, obviously. And but I remember looking at him, I was like, oh, you don't. It's cool that you are the greatest boxer of all time, and you know, what I mean, never seen anything like this. But you just look mad regular. You just like 5'8", 5'9", just regular ass brown dude.
Son, some of our like biggest boxing heroes are smaller than Akaash.
Floyd Mayweather wears, I think, like a size 7 shoe. Maybe 7.5, something like that. It's crazy. Like
That's Mark.
Barely an adult. Isn't that crazy though? How tall are you, Akaash?
5'7".
5'7". That's how most of our boxing heroes. That's probably what height they are. 5'7".
Not heavyweights though, right?
No, but our heroes, like
Yeah.
like the Floyd Mayweathers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think all
Manny
the
Pacquiao
welterweights.
smaller than me. I think he's 5'6".
Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, Barrera, like all these guys, Mikey Garcia, all these guys that like we watch constantly. Even the guys that are popping now. What's his name? Lomachenko.
Oh, really?
All these guys are tiny.
I always
You probably
assume a
tower
boxer-
over these guys.
So do you think Mayweather would be able to take on like a big bouncer, like a 6'5", like regular just big dude?
Hey, here's the thing. No.
Why?
Okay, it's two things. If Mayweather connects, this is what happens. When you box, when you punch someone, two things happen. One, you're being punched at such a speed that you're not used to it, so you're being really caught off guard.
Yeah.
And two, it's really precise. So let's say he connected with that guy. I think he lays him down. If he doesn't connect, I don't think the other guy can catch him. I think he can move around, but he's not going to sit there and swing with him. He just can't. It's too much weight. 6'5", 260 pounds. Most of these guys have played some sort of like college ball. Like they're used to getting hit a little bit, you know.
It
But
seems like if he gets you in his grip, it's a wrap.
it's a
Doesn't
wrap.
just
He
hold
grabs
up
you, and then what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a cool video of Conor McGregor fighting, like fake sparring against the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
And the Mountain just can't grab him. Conor's kicking him, punching him, keeping him at distance. Floyd could do that. If it was in a ring, Floyd will easily outbox that 6'5" guy. If it's in a street fight, in a tiny little quarters, 6'5" guy's going to eventually grab him. I think.
There's somebody Brian, I think, had a captain question like a couple weeks ago, like find an underrated person in each sport. I'd be very curious to know if you had like a boxer that is like, this guy's criminally underrated. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. And I'm also like, I was seeing on Twitter, and I didn't watch it. I still need to, but they were showing the first round of one of these Hagler-Hearns fights. And it'd be cool to like
it's one of the greatest
revisit
rounds in
that
history.
because it just looked, again, I'm only watching like 20 seconds, but it looked like fucking crazy.
Mayhem.
Yeah, nonstop action. And it'd almost be cool. I'm interested in hearing your knowledge on boxing because
There's
going
one-
back and like, I don't know nothing.
There's one fighter. He's this Dominican dude. He fizzled out. He failed to make weight a few times. And then just kind of, fizzled out. But he was the most impressive guy I've ever seen. He was
Really?
like Roy Jones, but smaller.
Really?
I forget his name. They called him like something Tyson or something like that. He's a Dominican guy. I would remember his name. His YouTube stuff, I'm going to figure out his name. His YouTube stuff is unbelievable. His hand speed is unbelievable.
George Arias?
No. He was like maybe recent, last 15 years, 10 years.
Because when I watch old shit, there's nothing I've seen like Tyson. It's just, it was just so devastating.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert, but when I'm watching it as a guy, just the way he fucking laid out, was it Spinks where he just broke his jaw in the first minute, and he's just prowling around the ring before the fight like a caged animal, like a Nick Caged animal, ready to unleash on this roll. And then he just fucking, in a minute, breaks the guy's jaw, he's done.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, I don't know if we'll ever see anything like this
Terrifying,
again.
right?
And that's what I think about at 53.
Guzman?
How the fuck did you know him?
No, I just Googled.
Oh.
I thought you knew that. Joan Guzman, and it's spelled Joan Guzman. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're 100% right about Tyson. It was just mayhem. You're watching a caged animal. It was the most exciting thing in the world.
Devastating, dude. I've never seen anything like that.
Dude, 100%. Check out this Joan Guzman guy.
Okay.
It was, and again, Joan Guzman. The speed and power, he does a lot of like mitt drills that are unbelievable. Mm-hmm. He just stopped making weight, stopped taking it seriously. And it just really sucks because he was so fucking talented and he could have easily been one of the best ever.
Those are always so sad to me. And you know what, actually, though? That when you think about Michael Jordan and LeBron, it makes you appreciate them that much more.
That's something we got to talk about is a lot of times people stop progressing once they get what they want. They just didn't realize what they wanted.
Yeah.
So a lot of these dudes that maybe come from the DR, come from Cuba, all they wanted was a fucking house and some bitches and life is good.
Yeah.
Right? That wasn't enough for LeBron. That wasn't enough for Jordan.
Yeah.
And you got to put some respect on that.
Because as sports fans, we want to see greatness. We want to see shit that we can't even possibly fathom doing ourselves.
Yep.
And when you got a guy like Jordan, who somebody on the ticket said this, he is the most designed basketball player ever. If God said, let's make a basketball player, it is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's long, he's lean, he's super quick, massive hands, incredible jumping ability, hang time, everything is perfect.
Yeah.
And then he had the greatest drive we've seen of maybe any human being in American history. Yeah. Just like competitively, I will not be stopped. LeBron is another guy. He's a body of like a fucking tight end, but then he's quick as shit, great first step, great vision, all these gifts, and then to not be content with one championship, to not be content with, I'm making $100 million, I'm good. Yeah. To say, I want to keep going, I want to chase Jordan. We're really lucky that we get those guys that do both.
LeBron and Melo came in together, but you see a person who has a drive versus one who just is happy that he made it there.
Yeah.
And Melo's drive is to be a billionaire. And he made his money. He always took the biggest contract.
Yeah.
He went to New York because he wanted marketing. Like, that's Melo. That was his drive.
And he was content with 20 points a game. Or if I got 20 and 10, I'm doing great, which is great, but it's not greatness.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to put some respect on the guys who achieve the things that would make all of us stop, and they keep going. They keep setting their sights higher. When most people, I always say this about comics, is like you get what you want, you just don't realize what you want.
Right.
And there are a lot of comics who, they just want a peer group. They just want a community. They just want to hang out. Mm-hmm. And the second they have that, they stop working on their act, and they stop pushing forward. And they'll complain about other people getting shit and getting the same conversations that comics will get into, but they never really wanted greatness. Right? And that's why they stopped working harder. And I would see all these guys on the way up, and I'd be like, why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they trying something different? What's going on? They didn't want any more than that.
There's a Kevin Hart thing that we've all seen that I think people kind of clown, but it's true. He says, everybody want to be famous. Nobody want to do the work.
Nobody want to do the work. And I'll be honest, I think a lot of people want a lot less than fame. Like, if you ask comics, you ever hear comics say this? I just want to make a living at it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You're not gonna. You will only go as far as your dream, and that is the furthest you will possibly go. Nothing past that, and you probably won't get there, right? So you might as well dream here. So if you get halfway, you're selling out the fucking local comedy club or something.
Also, making a living as a comic never appealed to me because it's like, yo, I want kids. I want a family. I want to be there. I don't want to be, my kid is 6 years old, but I can't be there for whatever the fuck he wants me to be at because I got to be at
Syracuse.
Yuck Yucks in Ontario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to any club, but I'm not doing that on a Wednesday to make a living. That's not a life that interests me.
Yeah.
So I just want to make a living. Is like, really? That's it? That's all you want? You don't want nothing else?
That's the thing about dreams is they don't cost anything. That's why I don't understand why
That's
people...
a bar, yo.
But it's true. It's like they don't cost anything. So why are you so stingy with your dreams? Like, it's just such a weird thing to me.
Yeah.
You can literally say you want anything, and people are afraid to say that. You might as well say, "Hey, I want to be the greatest ever. Hey, I want to sell out the Garden."
So I agree with that, but just to play devil's advocate, if you set your dreams too high, you always feel like, oh, I haven't made it.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though you'll have all these successes, like, damn, but I still haven't made it.
There's a
So
there's
it's
a
like-
gray
That's a
area,
good
I
point.
think, where you have to like train yourself. And to be honest, I'm working on it now to say like, yo, because I used to be, I haven't done shit. But there's I've done a lot, but I'm not where I want to be. And that's great that I've done a lot. I still got a ways to go. That's why I
so
think
it's like
you try to find
finding
that
that
space
balance, yeah.
as a person.
No, that is a really good point, because oftentimes, I feel like maybe you have to balance it with, I guess what I would do is like, I'd have like check-in periods of my progress. So I'd like force myself to acknowledge my progress. So where earlier in my career, it's like, okay, I need to get up at the clubs. So how do I get up at the clubs? I got to get funny, but I also have to be on a TV show, so I have something to offer the club, right? I wasn't on a TV show yet, and I could be focused on not achieving that goal, and how that was like, I guess, a failure every single day I wasn't. But what I would do is every few months I'd check in and go, what have I improved in the last 2 months? Oh shit, I can actually just go on stage and tell a joke and like get the ball moving and like get some rhythm. Oh wow, okay, actually I wrote this other piece in like a short amount of time and it's really working. Or, oh, my crowd work's actually getting better. I would check in on my improvements. And as long as I checked in on my improvements, I felt like I was getting better.
Yeah.
I was cool with not achieving that greater goal. And I guess it's like having multiple goals along the way. Hey, I wanted Flagrant 2 to reach 100,000 subs, right? I really wanted that 100. Now, I want Flagrant 2 to have 10 million subs.
Right.
But 100,000 was a goal that was attainable, and then there's like lifetime goals.
Right.
I want to sell out a show at the Orpheum. Okay, that's the beginning one. I want to sell out the Garden. That's the next one. And then after that, who knows? But I feel like you don't have to have just one goal. There can be many. Making a living can be a goal.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be the last.
It shouldn't be the dream.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the dream. That's maybe a better way to look at it.
There's goals and there's dreams. Goals are some shit that I want to attain. Dream is, this is the limit of what I want to attain. This is the sky.
And then people fail when they put the goal as the dream.
Yes.
When they're like, my one goal is to make $1 million. And it's like, you realize that's not a ton of money in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. I should have made a higher thing.
Yeah, make 10 million. And $1 million can be your first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's take a break for a second. Get your dicks hard. Get them dangalangs thick. Get them thick. How thick does your dick get when you pop that chew?
Thicker for sure.
It gets thick?
Oh, yo.
Can you grab all the way around on it?
Oh.
Like when you're grabbing all the way around on it, is it like grabbing like a baseball bat or is it grabbing like a baguette?
So normally it's like a Tic Tac,
Okay, so normally you're just like around it,
but
right?
then after that it's like a fruit stripe gum. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
It's more three-dimensional, but width-wise. You know
But
what I mean?
width-wise, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Point is, guys, if you're new to this podcast, we only do hard dicks on this podcast. Simple
Hell
as
yeah.
that. We don't
Hell
do
yeah.
nothing flimsy, nothing floppy. All right? We are going hard dick only. And the way you do that is you pop that blue chew. Same active ingredients as in Cialis, Viagra, all that bullshit. Only it works twice as fast because you're actually chewing it down. So you're not sitting there like an asshole waiting for your dick to get hard. Okay? You chew that up when you know it's go time. You got 20 minutes. Go down there. Lick that nana. Lick that nana. Have you been eating box? Yeah.
Dick game as weak as mine. You got to be nice.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So we out there. Al got the mic. He wants to say something.
No, it's just you talking about eating box. I was like, oh,
Might as well
Puerto
talk
Rican.
about it. Blue chew make your tongue hard too. That made my tongue like about 2 centimeters bigger when I eat box. It makes everything sexual better. Real talk. I'm out here eating box. I'm going deep
Yo,
with this tongue out. That's how I got that pimple on my nose.
How big those nipples get though?
My nipples?
Yeah,
Son.
right.
Honestly, dogs, are my nipples hard right now? Sometimes I'll take the chew and I'll rub it directly on the nipple before I chew it up. I'll just press it right on the nipple. I get a nice hard titty. I like fucking with a hard titty, yo.
Yeah.
You like fucking with hard titties?
Obviously.
Real talk. Sometimes you got to be out there. So I take my beef. I take that fucking top sirloin. You You know what I'm saying? I take that prime rib and I take that chew and I make sure that shit is thick cut. Thick cut bacon. Make it crispy. All right? You know how I get it? I get that shit for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. You go to bluechew.com. Use that promo code Flagrant. Okay? Bluechew.com promo code Flagrant. They're sending it right to your crib. You don't even have to go out to get that hard dick. You and your girl. That shit gets delivered. Okay? So make sure you pop that Blue Chew. Chew it up nice and good. If you want to get that hard, extra thick tongue, leave it on the tongue for about 3 seconds before you chew it. Right? And then go to fucking town, dude. That's what I do. I think it's time to get back to the show. But enjoy, ladies. Enjoy, fellas. Akaash, anything else?
Nah, you got it.
These murder hornets. What the fuck is going on with this?
Asians coming for it, man. There's a, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's a Asian murder hornet.
Yeah, from Japan, I believe. Right? Yeah.
Is it Japan?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Wait, but
I want to pile on China, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, so, and what's the deal? They're like kamikaze hornets? How do they work?
Yo, they kind of are kamikaze hornets, aren't they?
Yeah. So
They sting you, they die?
They're 5 times bigger than a regular bee.
So, all right.
They eat on honeybees. So
Kill
it's
honeybees.
I like that.
So it's like they chop the head off and then turn their body into like a meatball.
So
and
how you
bring it
like
back
that?
to
You
them.
love honey.
Say what?
You love honey.
Since when I love honey?
Bruh.
Bro, you love all food and vegetables. Like, without honeybees, you don't have that shit.
Why not?
Because they got to pollinate the fucking flowers and stuff.
Oh.
No, that's Mexican.
Yeah, you can get Mexicans to do that. Wait, what you need? You don't need honeybees for that. What happens in a greenhouse?
Is that how you fix the fucking...
What happens in a greenhouse?
What?
They don't got bees in a greenhouse?
But they plant the shit in the ground.
That's what I'm saying. Problem solved. We really don't need bees no more.
Oh, bees are out.
Nah, but like, do we need bees? Real talk, because I know you actually
I mean,
care about this.
You
type of
need
shit.
bees
loves
for
honey.
natural shit. No. Honey, I enjoy. I like a little honey.
We can make honey.
Thank you. You know what else I like actually better than honey?
If you make
Say it.
honey, Andrew ain't gonna do it.
No.
Only what?
What do I like more than honey?
Dick.
Man, come on, bro. Giving away my secrets. Nah, maple syrup.
Oh shit.
That's honey
Andrew
without
looks like
bees,
Kramer, yo. His
Yeah.
hair is violence.
It came in weird. Stupid show Seinfeld is, right? What a fucking dumb show.
I love it.
It came
I
into
love
your
that
apartment
show.
weird.
Exactly.
Hey, in your apartment weird.
Great character.
Andrew
Why
just-
is that show zoo? Oh, I have a beef with the fucking mailman.
Andrew hates any sitcom, and I
Suck.
don't mean
They
that as like a
suck.
knock. He just doesn't get it. He just watches them. He's
it's
like,
so-
Hey.
I don't get it.
Did you realize that these two things that weren't supposed to happen happened? Crazy.
You was a hater. You a hater, son. You
so
a
What does
hater.
it even mean?
I know.
Plot.
That's
It's
how
like,
much he's hating.
How did these two things that weren't supposed to happen somewhat get aligned? And scene.
It's
So stupid.
It's called comedy writing.
Son is stupid.
Like,
these
it's called
shows
the
are
script.
dumb.
It's called the
So
story.
I watched Seinfeld. I'm like, yo, this shit is dumb. We might need a.
Nah, son.
What?
You off on this one, bro?
I've watched it.
Nah, bro.
I've watched
In
it.
that time, that was probably the best show.
I don't think there were other shows.
I'm telling you, Andrew just doesn't like sitcoms.
I
talked
like
about
Martin.
And yeah, okay, fair enough.
I like
That's
Martin.
the exception that proves the rule. What
I
else?
like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Did you
I loved it.
really?
Dead serious. I loved
Okay,
it.
okay, fair enough.
I like Beverly
He likes
Hills
black
90210. That's a drama.
sitcoms. Yeah, he likes 2 sitcoms.
Yeah.
That's it in his life.
I like Charmed.
Charms, yo.
Charmed slap, bro.
Who was the one?
Which
she
one is
had
that? That's the
full
witches.
bosoms.
Yeah.
Which one was
That's
that?
the bitch from 90210. Brenda.
Shannon Doherty.
Shannon Doherty.
She had
Yeah.
some chest booty. Yeah, she had
And
a
a
good
Melissa
chest
and
booty.
a
Some fucking
Alyssa
chicken
Milano.
titties.
She had some fucking
some
chicken titties, bro.
Yeah.
They had Alyssa Milano,
Melissa
Joe
Milano.
Biden's homegirl, yo.
Yeah. Before all these bitches got on Me Too, they were getting stroked out in a magic show called Charmed. Now, but if we're talking about Seinfeld, I cannot buy that this show is that great. I've watched episodes. I've never watched an episode of Seinfeld and went, this was fantastic.
Nah, it got so good that Kramer, with his dumb way he would come into a room, you actually like got used to it and started believing it. Like, oh, that's really just how he is.
Kramer's
I
great.
think he's that way outside,
great.
like when he walks into a room.
You like Curb Your Enthusiasm?
And he says,
Yeah,
nigger,
love
so
Curb.
You gotta fuck with him.
It's grounded. It's grounded. There's realness in it.
I
Seinfeld,
don't-
everything is too charactery.
I don't need grounded, and I don't mean that as like that's just I've noticed that he's like if it's not realistic, he's not into it. I don't give a
I
fuck.
can
If
take
I'm watching
one
a show, my
character.
brain is off, and I'm just let's go. I'm in this.
I
world.
think it's because he's watching it too late. If you were watching it in that time, Seinfeld's real,
Son,
Elaine is real,
I
and
watched
George
it.
is semi-real.
Nah,
watched
George, no,
it
they're all
in the
heightened.
time.
You just have to act it at the highest level. That's all sitcoms. George is getting irritated. Nobody talks like that. But it's funny. My brain. I don't need reality in the show. I just don't.
Oh, you
to
never
be
been-
funny,
you never been to
it
the
doesn't have
hood.
to be grounded. Exaggerate everything.
You've never been to the hood because there's some motherfuckers who just get upset and they'll talk like that in the street.
Yeah, but not in.
Like
I mean,
that
is
is
kind of true. You did sound like Fat Albert a little bit. George getting angry. Hey.
But for real,
that's a real shit.
I just watched the show. I saw the last episode where
That's
they
a
went to
bad
prison
episode.
or
Yeah,
something
that's
like that. Went to
horrible.
jail.
That's not the episode to watch.
I mean, I saw a lot of the episodes. It would come on. I would hear everybody talking about it.
So
Okay,
right now
I get
you're
it.
at home watching Citizen Kane. You go back and watch some Seinfeld.
Yo,
Just
can
try
I
to
give you
start that
another
from the
hot
beginning.
take? Can I give you another hot one? I tried to start watching Sopranos. Trash.
Oh, that's not that much of a hot take.
bro. That's hot.
Trash. Hey, bro. Yo, let me stop. It's not trash, but it's just okay.
Yeah,
Ozark's
I've
is
always
trash.
thought it was just an okay
I'm
show.
with you on some of this shit. Sopranos
Ozark's
is good.
not trash.
Yo,
Only
get
Ozark.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Ozark's not
Ozark,
trash.
Ozark only trash when they went to the women empowerment season
Yeah.
where like bitches can launder money too. You
This
could
shit is
laundry.
bootleg Breaking Bad.
Say what?
No, it's
bootleg
completely
Breaking
different.
Bad.
Everything is going to be similar to something else, but the show independently, if there was no Breaking Bad, would still be good.
Sopranos, relative to shows now, I can see why it's not as good, but Sopranos changed every other show. Before, TV shows were just like, yeah, sure, you watch it, and then the next week it's some different shit and whatever.
Was The Wire
They would-
before Sopranos?
Yeah.
It was after.
No.
Wire was not before Sopranos. Yo, you wildin'. Sopranos is like 98.
So Akaash usually good with his dates.
Yeah, I know he is.
Son, I
That's
don't
why
know.
I gotta check this.
Sopranos came out in 99.
And when did The Wire
Wire.
come out?
2002.
Damn,
You know
Akaash.
nothing about black shit, Al. Don't worry about
Yo,
that. That's
the
me.
only thing I'll say with Sopranos is this
this shit.
and I watched the first few episodes. They were fine. I would keep watching, etc. I imagine that as you get into the show longer and the character development is a little slower because they had more time back in the day. Now you need character development first episode or we're not locked in.
Yeah.
So if I gave it more time, maybe it would end up being the greatest show ever, as some people say. But in my honest opinion, I'm watching the first few episodes. I'm like, this is okay. Okay, your mom is annoying. You have a bad relationship with her. Join the club. what's the big deal, Tony? Like, come on now. She don't want to go in a home. Don't let her go in a home. Let her light the house on fire. Who cares? Like, I don't care. Like, why is this such a big deal?
Oh, man.
Oh, you have to go to a fucking therapist and talk about your emotions. Boo-hoo. Man up. Like, you kill people for a living. You can't handle that? Like, you literally have anxiety attacks every
That's
single
the
day?
fucking. That's what's interesting about it, is a guy who kills people going to a therapist, having to deal with killing people. The rest of us go to therapy for my mom. You know what I mean? My dad, my brother. It's there. He's
No,
like, nah,
he-
I'm killing people, and I got to deal with this.
No, he's okay with killing people. He feels guilty about putting his mom in a home.
I think it all adds up. It's all like a thing. It's all issues. But here's what I'll say about The Sopranos. Everybody's favorite show. Let's include Ozark's, Breaking Bad, The Wire.
Ozark's
whatever.
not one of my favorite
Fine,
shows.
but all these shows that people talk about are great. Westworld, whatever.
Charm.
Name a show like that.
Charm slaps, son. Charm slaps.
Yeah, but it's different than those shows.
No,
It's like a
it's
different
not.
category.
No, it's not. It's the same category of fucking amazingness.
Son, did you see them chicken titties?
Son,
Like,
Chicken
come
Titties
on.
was on point. These bitches was doing magic. They were witches. Skibbly bobbly boo.
That was Harry Potter before Harry Potter.
Real talk.
Come on, son.
Yo,
OG.
You
That's
didn't
a
think
good
them
point.
feminist bitches had Harry Potters?
But
Oh, man.
All right, go. But go. What are you saying?
All those shows were after Sopranos. Those shows didn't exist before Sopranos. They changed, like the golden age of TV. That's Sopranos that did that.
All right, so the Chariot was the first thing with some fucking wheels on it.
Yeah, but you.
That don't mean it's better than a Francis Ford Coppola. It's not better than
That's unfair. Ain't nothing like a Francis Ford Coppola.
nothing like
yo.
a Francis Ford Coppola.
Yo, the 78 Coppola?
Dude, that 78 Coppola was fire.
Bruh, beautiful vehicle.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Speaking of Harry Potters, are we going to talk about these women soccer players?
No, we just talked about
We,
for an
for
hour.
30
before.
minutes,
Where
we
were you in
discussed
the
why we're
beginning?
not ready to have this discussion. It's too complex.
Oh, I completely
you
checked
sitting
out.
right
of that.
there.
No, I completely checked out. Like you talking women
God,
in sports, I'm
bro.
like, all right, when
Then
they're
you brought
done-
it up
No, you.
just now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Harry Potter,
Because it's on the list, so I figured you guys care about this stupid shit. So, before the
Way to
podcast
produce, Al.
started,
Way to produce.
No. Before Andrew walked in the room, you talked about this women's soccer shit like 3-4 times. And me and Mark.
This
were
is
just
when
like,
I wish we could all get naked
yeah?
at one point in time.
Oh, yeah?
At the exact same time, we could all zip off all our clothes and dance around the table until you shut the fuck up. I wish all of us could just go zip, and then we get completely naked, and you'd be like, "Hey, what do you do? What do you do?" And then we just start dancing around the fucking table. until you stop talking.
Why does clothes have to come off?
I don't
in the
know. It just
scenario?
seemed like it would really get you to shut
I
the
think
fuck
if
up.
you
and
just
then-
started dancing right now, I'd shut the fuck up.
I think you just make fun of me. You just start roasting me for dancing right now. But if them dangs are out, bro, if my thang was out,
I start throwing them dollars.
so say what?
Start throwing them dollars.
Chucking bucks, chucking bucks at me. All right, what else?
So we're not talking about these dumb bitches.
No, we're not. There's more to it.
No, because
than
here's the thing.
apparently.
There's a lot to it. I think we're gonna do this week's episode on it, on the Schultz episode on it. But we just got to do all the research because there is a lot of things going on, and unfortunately, we got to like dig in and find out.
Apparently,
exactly
it's
what's
not as
happening.
cut and dry as the women. So the story that's being put out right now is
All right, let's talk about it.
I was just going to be like, all right, so I guess we're talking about it.
yeah, no, you're right. It's not as cut and dry as what ESPN is saying. That's you're right. My bad.
Basically, yeah. And what everybody said. I will say this though, I'm super excited about the last episode that we put out last Saturday. We put out this Biden piece
Oh,
last Saturday, and I know there's the Alex exhale, but it's something that I'm really proud of. The episode did really well. I think we got over 4 million views so far on it.
Crazy.
Between all platforms. Joe Rogan retweeted, but here's the reason why I was super excited about it because.
Charlamagne retweeted.
Well, no, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get
okay,
to it. I mean, the reason why I got the 4 million is because Joe did. That's the only reason.
I know.
But
I want to highlight the ones that.
don't worry. We'll get there. We're on the same page. So, but the reason why I'm so excited about it is because basically when we were looking at like this landscape and we're looking at the people who do shows, we thought that there was like a white space in the market. And by white space, it just means like there's a part of the market that wasn't being satisfied, right?
Yeah.
And the reality is, it's my opinion, the reality is most people are pretty moderate. I hate the term moderate because it sounds like there's not greatness attached to moderate. Like I don't identify as like a moderate person. Would you like it hot? No, I like it moderate. It's just such a stupid term, but reasonable I think is a better term.
Yeah.
And then one issue pulls you to either side, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, I'm pretty reasonable about all things, but I think abortion should be illegal. So I'm going to vote for the guy who says abortion legal, but I'm cool with all the other shit that you guys want. Doesn't matter. So when we come together and we want to like put together a piece like this, I'm always like, how do I feel in my gut? Your gut is apolitical,
right.
right? How you feel in your stomach when you see a fat person fall and you laugh,
Yeah.
that's just your lizard brain going, that's funny. Yeah. It's not the Democratic Party saying you can laugh at that or the Republican Party saying you can't laugh at that, whatever. It's just what's in here.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do comedy from gut, right? Just the lizard brain, gut, what's funny. And we basically came together, we're like, we have to do what our gut is telling us about an issue every single week. No bias, no political slant, no narrative that like a network that's tied to a political party and is really a mouthpiece for that party is telling us that we can say, like The Daily Show or John Oliver, one of these guys who like, they obviously have to give the left-leaning take.
Right.
We don't have to give any take. We'll give whatever take. And I think what happens is when you give whatever take, when people watch it, it resonates with their gut. And when it resonates with their gut, both sides of the aisle come together and appreciate it. And with this piece, you have Rogan, who's, I think, on the reasonable side, reposts it. Charlamagne, who's on the left-leaning side, and at times far left-leaning side, reposts it. And then later that night, Donald Trump Jr. reposts it. And we lit his pops on fire. You can't say that we didn't have tons of jokes about Trump. Like we fucking we made sure we lit him on fire in it. And to me, it just goes exactly to what I wanted to do when we came together to create the show. Like what we want to do is like, We want to make something that is not politically biased. We want to make something where the opinion is not decided before. We just want to write the funniest joke. We want to have the funniest take. And when you do the funniest take, truly both sides can come together.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to see that happen all in the same day.
Right.
You have all these people that would think they would never agree on anything, come together and all agree, nah, this shit is fire. This shit is funny. Y'all got to watch this.
Yeah.
So I was just really proud of it. That's why I was saying, Al, I was going to mention Charlemagne. I was going to mention it. But
So,
yeah.
And still am super proud with what we made. The reason why I dislike Trump Jr. reposting it, because by him reposting it, it makes it political. It makes it like it can appear to be like, oh, hey, if I'm okay with this, that means he's flaming the other side more. And that's what I dislike. I love the fact that Rogan, Charlemagne, anybody in entertainment, cool. But if a politician posts it, now it's like, he could be using his energy to try to politicize this. And that's what
that's true.
And I know we
Trump
have no
Jr. is
control.
not a politician, though.
I mean, but
anything
he does reflects his father.
And I know, and I would say you could say the same thing about like people in entertainment. You know, they have a certain slant, you know, politically speaking, and
yeah, but that's fine. It's a different coming from an entertainer than it is coming from.
I understand what you're saying. I just fundamentally disagree. I'm not going to ostracize anybody from appreciating comedy. And for me, what I focus on is not whether he liked it or not. What I focus on is a guy like Charlemagne. It's not like Charlemagne reposts a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, it's rare Charlemagne reposts my stuff. But this bit resonated with him so much that he was like, yo, I got to share this with people.
Right.
That Rogan could feel that, Charlemagne could feel that, and the exact opposite of Charlemagne, Donald Trump Jr., could all feel that about the same piece.
Yeah.
It just shows that, like,
I am proud. That shit was dope.
We're the best.
We the best.
We've only made 3 episodes. We're the best at it. I've decided.
Suck a dick, John Oliver.
All of them. And you know, it's real funny because people are like, yo, you guys just stole the John Oliver scroll thing on the side. And it's like, yeah. Yes. Because we want you to watch John Oliver and go, oh, this is worse. We want you to know exactly who we're coming for. But yeah, it's cool. 3 episodes in, we're the best. And you know how you be the best? You just don't have a political slant. When you have a political slant as a comedian, it's a perfect example with SNL. It's why SNL's trash. You're telling us how you're going to go about the joke every single time. I know where the joke's going every single time.
So bad.
Let me guess. You're going to make fun of Trump? The best sketches on SNL are the ones where you flipping on us. Right? Like the Black Jeopardy thing.
Yeah.
That was genius.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it coming. You can't show your cards as a comic.
Yeah.
So if we come at it every single week and you don't know where we're coming from and we literally trust our gut, and sometimes our gut is going to lead liberal in something. Maybe it's going to lead conservative, but it's just going to be our gut. You're going to find people from all sides of the aisle come together and see it. And that's what happened at our fucking comedy shows. Anytime we go, you see our audience is crazy diverse. Crazy diverse, right? You see hood motherfuckers and someone with a MAGA hat in the same crowd laughing at the fucking jokes. Same thing can happen with the piece as long as you don't decide you're going to have a political slant. I just thought it was so fucking cool that we did it, man.
Part of the reason I think that Trump Jr. reposted also, I feel like the Trumps just know like how politics works, and that it's just like a mudslinging contest, like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
And that like even if we go after his dad, he's like, all right, whatever. Like they understand, like for them, they're like Teflon. Like the insults like don't
Trump is
affect
comfy
them.
in the mud.
Yeah, like and the whole family gets it, so he's like, all right, yeah, dad gets roasted, but whatever.
That's collateral damage.
Yeah, like
If you want to mudsling with the Trumps, they're like, we live in the mud. Let's go.
like we could have gone twice as hard on Trump, and I feel like he still would have reposted
As long as there were some shots on Biden.
because ultimately, like it's collateral damage. Yeah, he doesn't care. That's what I think.
Yeah. But the reality about the piece was it wasn't meant to be political.
No.
The piece was literally, this is how I feel about Biden. And Mark felt that way about Biden. And Alex felt that way about Biden. We didn't come together and go, how do we feel? When you and I wrote the piece, and then we always read the piece to Alex to make sure that we're not going too crazy, and Alex will give notes and be, hey, pull back here, this, that, the other. Did you find that there was any issue with it when we gave it to you?
No.
I mean, you gave a couple good notes,
Yeah,
I felt like, but like, you were like, I agree with this emotionally.
Yeah. So I agree with the message. I was just worried about it being like piling on Biden. And I was like, okay, if it comes across that way, people are not going to take the message in. They're just going to see it as we're just dissing Biden.
Yeah.
So it's like, I really wanted people to get the message. So I'm like, try to balance it out.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we're just showing both fucking political parties is
That's it.
piece of shit.
It's no bias.
We have no options. We're fucked.
That's the point of it. And it's like everybody feels that way. Yeah. And if you tap into things that everybody feel, parties mean nothing. Yeah. Parties are just the manipulation tactics they use. It's like, I'm going to bully you to vote this way. I'm going to bully you to vote that way. And this is how we're going to create division, create separation.
And who was it that said the black vote is not for sale this year? Was it Diddy?
Diddy.
Yeah.
Was the black vote is not, don't take it for granted. And then people got mad at Diddy.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, he's saying exactly what you should say, which is y'all aren't just going to get our vote, earn our fucking vote. And to your point, everybody just wants you to pull one way or the other out of loyalty.
Yeah. Son, that's a beautiful thing. You create something that resonates, motherfuckers.
And there needs to be a place where somebody's just saying something that's not. I'm watching Trevor Noah. I know where the fuck everything is going. And that's what made Jon Stewart dope is you knew he's left leaning, but he would take the left to task, yo.
Yeah,
he would not
take
bullshit.
them to task. That's
and
true.
now that he's gone, there's a huge, so it doesn't, people don't misunderstand. There's a huge void in the market of somebody who's just sounds reasonable.
Reasonable, man.
This guy sounds like he's not talking to me with an agenda. Oliver, great show, great at his job, sure, but it's all so fucking left and it's so smarmy and fucking, Trevor Noah, not funny, it's just, there's a huge void in the market. It's actually cool as getting filled by a real comedian, which Jon Stewart also was. Yeah. He was a real comedian who happened to fucking know politics and love politics.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So hopefully, this Saturday we'll talk about these soccer bitches.
Kick football bitches.
All right. So talk to us. What else we got, Al?
So Dwayne Wade to produce the Redeem Team documentary. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, I didn't.
Stop it. Now everybody want to do a documentary. Hollywood loves to be second to the fucking dance, huh? It's like the second one thing pops, everybody in Hollywood, every producer is like,
they're in a
we
big
gotta make
race.
An
agent told me this. He said it about LA, but it's all Hollywood or all like show business. They're in a big race to come in second. Nobody wants to be the first Last Dance. Let's make the next The Last Dance. It's not going to be as good.
You know an interesting documentary? Go.
Them three joining up in Miami, how that all happened?
I like that, but I'm talking about when they lost. The U.S. team that lost.
Oh,
what was going on in that locker room?
Yo.
What was going on with the media? When Allen Iverson went out there thinking he was going to win for the first time in his life, and he ends up getting bronze.
Wow. I really thought you were going to say his kid's transition, but that would be... That's a doc.
Man.
How you know you're not that gender at 9?
So exactly, yo, yeah, bro.
You don't even first dance, bro.
Son, real talk, dude. What the fuck? 9 years old?
That's a doc.
I feel like at 9 years old, you should be able to say, "Cut that shit out, yo."
You should. That was the debate. People were like, nah, chill out.
Isn't that what Boosie said?
Yeah.
Don't cut that dick off. Don't cut that dick off, bro. Don't cut that dick off, bro. Hey, wait. Don't cut his dick off, bro.
Dude.
Yo, Boosie is gut.
Boosie is, I was just going to say, Boosie could do this show.
Boosie is gut.
Yeah.
And that's why we resonate with him so much. It's gut. This is how who's gut? Duval. Gut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No affiliation, nothing. This is the truth. This is what it is. And Boosie says in his way, and Duval says in his way, and Boosie, he says it with this accent. It's going to be like hooded up a little bit. But if you can get past that shit and you just listen to what he's saying, it's just raw human
Don't
logic.
cut his dick off, bro. Come on, yo.
You can't agree with that?
He's 9 years old.
At 9, you ain't got no pubes yet. You haven't even gone through puberty at all. You do anything at 9 years old. They were dressing, Dennis Rodman's sisters was dressing Dennis Rodman up as a girl at 9 years old.
Get diddled by fucking Kevin Spacey at 9 years old.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin Spacey trying
So
to
what
fuck.
you're saying is Dwayne Wade's son is going to be the greatest rebounder in the history of the NBA?
Dude, honestly, if he went back to being a man, that'd be an amazing rebound. Yo, real talk, dude.
Boy.
You got to cut that shit out. I'm sorry. When can your kid start being who they are?
Whoa.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Go.
13.
I was saying 16, bro. I mean, yo.
You could drive yourself to the clinic, motherfucker. Hey, I ain't taking you.
Real talk. I'm not driving my kid to the clinic to get their dick cut off. Ain't gonna happen.
All right, this ain't Patreon. Let's chill.
Nah, I mean that. What age should they be able to be themselves?
Hey, this is gut, yo.
This is gut. We always
let's
operate
go.
through gut here.
Yo, let me flip it though. Let's say you have 5 daughters. One of
Yeah.
them wants to become a man. You always wanted a son. Then
Oh
what?
yeah, do that shit. 4
What
years
about
old.
it?
What's up?
What about-
So a dick on this little bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So dick on his bitch. Have that shit flapping like the thing outside the car dealership. Just
Yeah, so a grown ass dick on this little bitch. Fucking.
Hey there, Timothy, go show your grandma your dick real quick. Go show your brand new dick. Come on, you can't get a used dick off a cadaver or something like that. You can definitely, you know, when some bitch die and then she donates her like lungs to like save people's lives. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're brain dead so they can use all the body parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
You should be able to get a dick off somebody.
Yo, right?
I'm afraid to check that box on you. It's your ID or something.
Organ donation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't do that.
I think if I check it,
don't
boom,
do that.
I'm out. My organs are too good.
What,
Somebody
you
wants.
think they're gonna take your dick, bro?
Yeah. They're going. Oh, they want.
Not take
that.
your dick,
They want that.
but they're gonna take your. They're not gonna try to save you as much.
That's what I feel. Yeah.
Hell yeah, no, that's my organs. I came here with these organs.
But
I'm
if I
leaving.
go naturally, you can have that.
Nah.
you got
You
it.
don't know if you need it.
Yeah, but what if like they put your eyes in somebody else's eyes and then you just keep saying,
You're not seeing nothing.
nah, but you just keep
All
saying.
right, what if they put you in a girl's
What the
eyes? You
fuck
just
did
get.
that even mean?
Then I'm just
First
looking
of
at my
all-
tits all day. What?
What? First of all,
That's a good point, actually.
They put your eyes in a girl's eyes. She's just getting nutted on all fucking day. That's what you want your eyes to do, bruh?
I mean, you got tits now.
What about them?
That's the upside.
Girls don't be looking at their own tits.
You feel them.
You can't
feeling
feel with your
tits
eyes
all day.
You can't. It's not like your hands are being given. Your eyes are gonna be good. You're just gonna look at some dude bust.
gotta
You're
be
gonna look
honest.
down a fucking urethra for the rest of your life.
That's like that VR porn. So
I've
Been looking at the dicks busting on you.
son, you look down, I got a white dick now. That shit is weird.
Yo,
son.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm saying something here. This is the least scientifically valid discussion we've ever had.
What you mean?
What you talking about?
So
Zach?
we're
Yo,
spot
you donate
on.
your eyes. Well, if you just get nutted on, and then you dead getting nutted on all the time, seeing somebody
So
getting
what you
nutted
know
on.
about science? You 1320 fucking SAT having ass. Nah, like, you don't know shit about science.
Bro, it's 9/11, bro. You're saying the wrong numbers, idiot.
No, Mark, it's 7-Eleven. You don't know nothing, dog. Stupid.
Something 11.
Yo, thank God they didn't do that shit in July. I'd have never heard the end of that, boy. That'd been the fucking worst and best day of my life. I can't get that fucking Slurpee from 7-Eleven without having to deal with this shit.
Oh fuck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
All right, let's take a break for a second because we got to shout out the boys over at Radix, man. First of all, we've been smoking these joints, these CBD joints. If you need CBD, plain and simple, I'm gonna tell you from the beginning of this here read that we got. It's Radix Remedies. That's it. That's the official CBD sponsor of Flagrant 2, Radix Remedies. There's no other discussion to have about it. RADIX remedies.com. Use our promo code. You're going to get the discount on all that. 10% off. You're going to have the drops. You're going to have the paste. You're going to have the sleep time gummies. Akaash, you've been using the gummies?
Bruh, those
Talk to
are
us.
different. I'm telling you, just keep lights low, have a gummy, you can sleep 11 hours. Keep that shit.
And you got nothing to do but sleep during the quarantine.
This is
Okay.
the best time to catch up on sleep.
You fighting with your girl, you know the thing that pisses them off the most? Sleep.
Good night of sleep.
Get that good night of sleep.
Great night of
Knock
sleep.
out on that bitch.
Yo,
You ever knock out on a bitch?
can you imagine fighting and then you go to sleep and don't wake up for 11 hours? 11
She's
hours?
stewing all night. You snoring. Snoring.
You get tired of your girl? Give her a gummy.
Hey, night. Night.
Hey, about to get some peace and quiet over here.
That's
Half a
what's going to
day's work.
happen, ain't it?
Yo, bruh.
Radix Remedies. Simple as that. Smoke that. Listen, they got the pre-rolls. Looks
Right.
just like weed. It might be weed, to be honest with you. It might be weed.
You pop a blue chew it out, then give
Oh
her
my
a gummy.
God.
You free till Thursday.
Thursday.
You got nothing to do,
Thursday.
yo.
Girl falls asleep, wakes up, can't walk.
Bruh.
This is Radix Remedies. We're not playing around. Yeah, I'm taking pulls without lighting it. That's how strong it is. That CBD comes through with the oxygen. Al, you want to contribute?
I just wanted to say we're giving the CBD gummies consensually with her knowledge. You're not drugging your girlfriends.
Of course not.
Okay.
Consensually with not.
Come on, son.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So what's Latter-day Saints?
Why
man?
them shit's taking so many days, yo?
Yeah,
Why
like-
these saints taking their sweet ass time coming latter
Can we
days?
start that?
Yo, that's how you know Jesus was black coming 3 days late. Motherfucker, 3 days late, son? Took him
you-
3 days? Your daddy's God?
Born a fucking barn and shit.
For real talk. Wait, what does that have to do with that?
Yo, Mark, come on, yo. Yo, come on,
A
Mark.
barn? It's not the Underground Railroad, Mark. What's happening?
Mark, you be saying some wild shit sometimes.
I know.
Mark.
We just talking about drugging our women. We're not
Yeah.
talking about black people being born in the barn, Mark.
Yeah, you making it weird, yo.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Can you start the ad over?
RadixRemedies.com.
Start it over. Start it over.
Nah, we using
You
this.
can't have the drugging your girl shit.
Say what?
They're not gonna appreciate that.
No, he didn't. Now it's
I
getting
did
serious.
not know. I said I would let her sleep
And then he
'cause
said,
I
and
love
then
her.
she's gonna wake up and not be able to walk.
because you fucked her
drugging-
first, you stupid
First.
No,
idiot.
you did.
But first,
Pop
when you
a
gave
blue
her
chew,
that
chew
dick
it out.
like that.
Revisit it. Nah, revisit the ad.
start
Hey, no,
over.
this is what you do. Hold on, real talk. Revisit the ad. And if what we said is wrong,
Revisit it.
Cool, this is
Revisit it. Hey,
what we said-
Radix Remedies. Radix Remedies. Use the promo code Flagrant. Flagrant. Use that promo code RadixRemedies.com. Promo code Flagrant. Get that discount.
Discount.
Okay? Discount. Do you know what I'm saying? Get them gummies.
gummies.
Night
Bitch.
night. Radix Remedies, but for real, that's what y'all gotta do. That's the end of this. Now we getting back to the show, even though that was the show. You got show within the show. We the greatest. I don't know, man. I think I'm right.
About.
Organ
A
donation.
lot of things today, to be honest with you, but I think I'm right about you should decide when your kid gets to be what they want.
Okay.
I asked my dad for a tongue ring. He said no.
I'm glad
really?
he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
My
dude.
dad's only said no to 2 things to me in my entire life. One, playing hockey.
Tongue ring might be gayer than getting your dick cut off. Real talk.
Bro, son, it is,
100%,
son.
dude. I would let my kid get their dick cut off before getting a tongue ring.
Yup. Yup. You wild for that one, bro.
Listen, I know I was wild, but there was a kid named Anthony who like got girls pregnant in my high school, and he had one. I was like, that seems pretty cool. and then so I asked my dad. He goes no, and then he goes to me. He goes, honestly, I would rather you get a full sleeve tattoo than you get a tongue ring. And he's never gonna be pushed back on anything. And the other thing, I was like in like fucking 3rd grade or something. I wanted to play hockey. And I had a friend who was playing hockey. Kwamina Panford was the kid's name.
What the fuck
And
is that name?
yeah, Jamaican. And my dad was like, "No, you can't play hockey." I was like, "Why not?" He goes, "Yeah, you just can't play it." And later on, he told me, he's like, "You're not gonna be able to make friends like that growing up. Like basketball's a skill that you can go anywhere in the world and play, and then you can meet and like build relationships with." And all my friends that I had outside of comedy are from basketball, literally all of them. So he was right. But imagine that only 2 times he gave pushback. That's how bad tongue rings are.
Word.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, you're not gonna be able to make friends with this fucking tongue ring.
Son, tongue ring so bad they made your dad homophobic. Ain't
Real
that crazy?
talk.
Open-minded
And my
as
dad
he
is in a fucking dance studio seeing real gay people all the time.
Oh boy.
I've never seen a tongue ring and not think they don't suck dick. And
100%.
And that's including men.
100%.
Like,
100%.
Oh fuck.
But that's a good thing. So it's like he made that decision that I wasn't allowed to do what I wanted.
he saved your life.
He saved my life.
Yeah, he really did.
I think that we got to take Dwayne Wade's kid away from him.
like, this is chill.
I think we
So
might have to
let's-
take
Son, I
Dwayne-
took my hat off. You see
I
that
know,
shit?
like, we
I
gotta
didn't even realize I
chill.
did it. My shit got
Honestly,
itchy.
I thought you were going to be like, thank you. Like, finally. So 9 years old, your kid is telling you what he wants to do and you're doing it. 9 years old?
You know what?
Tell me I'm not logically right.
Who's really the bitch in this
So like,
relationship?
my brother thought that the motherfucking Power Rangers were picking him up at 2 a.m.
What?
to go to the Power Ranger
When he was 9 years
place.
old?
When he was
You
9
gotta
years old.
connect these two
He,
somehow.
yeah,
I
sorry.
know, I'm like,
so
what?
he packed a whole bag because his friend told him the Power Rangers were coming to get them. At 2 a.m., he packed a whole bag ready to go. He was like, I'm leaving y'all. I'm a Power Ranger now. I'm going to the Power Ranger studio, and we're doing this live. And my mom and dad let him pack that stupid fucking bag, and he was up until 2 a.m., and his friend ain't show up with no fucking Power Rangers. And then he had to send his ass back to sleep, okay?
I don't see the connection yet.
My point is, you could believe anything at 9.
Okay.
He believed he was a Power Ranger.
Okay.
There you go.
And my parents let him believe that, and he had to deal with that fucking sadness of the Power Rangers abandoning him.
Okay.
Okay? You don't let your kids believe they're anything.
Counterpoint.
Go.
If my son
Go.
if my son wanted to transition at 9 years old, I would be more inclined to let him. A comedian we know actually brought this up. I think it's a really good point.
Okay, go.
Because it's easier to transition when you're younger if you get all the hormone replacement early. And I don't want to have an ugly fucking girl as my kid.
Understood. Understood. Nobody wants an ugly daughter.
Yeah.
That being said, and I understand what you're saying, if you have that estrogen in your system at that age,
Yeah.
it will feminize the body. You won't have the big shoulders. The voice will be different.
And then you get a hot daughter.
Exactly. You have potentially hot daughter. You don't know if they're going to be hot.
That's
They will be
incredibly
hotter.
valid.
Now, valid. But what if you're wrong
Oh, and then you got to go back and then you got like a really feminine son.
and no dick?
Yeah, I don't know if cutting it off, bro.
Son, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Y'all want hot daughters?
Say again?
You want a hot daughter?
I want my daughter getting smoked.
Nah.
Dude.
Let me just get an average okay, and it's like, that's it. Focus on school.
Learn to cook.
Bro, you fucking vacuum cleaner having ass motherfucker. Focus on school.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you, I think that is.
Did you just buy a vacuum cleaner so you could try your own abortions at home?
I mean, the clinics are closed. Akaash, come on, son. Have a little
No, it's got
decency,
this
son.
attachment. It's really interesting. You should try it.
Oh my god! That's what the social distancing scoop. Oh my god,
That's why it's
dude!
called the Dyson ball vacuum, bro. Gotta vacuum up those balls, dog.
Fuck! All right,
God.
let's get this. Come on, let's lock in here.
Let's get this train back on the tracks, huh?
Yeah, come on, man. Why are we
Oh,
not
man.
on the tracks? Okay.
Yeah. You
What
have
else
this
we
one
have?
thing about NBA dynasties being miserable. Why do you say that?
Yo, so I was listening again to take it. This guy wrote a
Yeah.
book about the Warriors.
I know. Go work for the fucking ticket, you cuck.
I'm
Like,
addicted to ticket with all my free time. I'm addicted to ticket, Ricky.
Bro, Akaash talks more about reading one book than anyone I've ever met.
No, wait,
Nah,
wait,
different
say this
book.
one.
This
What's
is
it?
different
Akaash
book.
talks about reading one book more than anyone I've ever met.
This is a
in my
different
life.
book.
Rich dad, poor dad. No financing, fancy, fancy. Save the money and listen to my Tiki Wiki so I can learn the sports in Taoist.
We have to take down the Fed. I don't want to go You need to take the red pill. You don't know about the different colors of pills. You don't know about Sam Cooke and what happened to Sam Cooke?
Yo, you went too far with Sam Cooke, son. Nah, you went too far with Sam Cooke, son. You can't be talking about Sam Cooke like that, bro. They took him out. They took his ass out, oh
So
god.
he said Tiki Wiki, that shit killed me so hard. Where you going, yo?
How you got pee? Oh, you gotta take a real pee-pee. You can't hold the pee-pee in your bladder. Your bladder too full.
Oh, fuck.
All right, man, for real. All right, for real. We gotta talk about some shit. No, I had something I wanted to talk to you about, Akaash. I had
fuck.
an opinion. No, I want to know something. It's actually sports related. What is the Andy Dalton signing with the Cowboys? So, the Bengals draft Joe Burrows. It looks like he's going to be their QB1.
He's their guy.
He's their guy. He's the future. They had Andy Dalton as a quarterback for many
Yep.
years. He signed a very lucrative contract.
Yep.
I guess they release him or just don't
Released
re-sign
him.
him?
Released him. A lot of people thought he'd go to the Patriots. Bill Belichick would sign him.
Yep.
He'll be their starter. Bill Belichick doesn't sign him.
Okay.
Cowboys sign him to be their backup quarterback.
So I have 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
One, what does that mean for the Cowboys? How does Dak feel about it, et cetera? And 2, what are the Patriots thinking?
I don't know what the fuck Belichick is thinking.
Tank, maybe?
I don't know if he's tanking because it's not that easy to tank. Miami tried to tank and they got the 5th pick. They still got Tua, but it's not that easy to just tank and get the best quarterback. The best quarterback coming out next year is Trevor Lawrence, Clemson's QB.
Yeah.
But you have to lose a lot of fucking games, and Belichick is too good to be the worst team in the league. Unless he like blatantly tank. For the Patriots to be the worst team in the league, Belichick's ego won't let that happen. Because this is him and Tom Brady now. If I'm the worst team in the league, how much better does Tom Brady look? So I don't think he's tanking. I think he just doesn't. Maybe he's trying to prove you don't need QBs really. Because
that would be...
QBs take up 20% of your salary cap or whatever the fuck. And he might just be like, nah, I'm going to win without. And that's just how great I am. And also you don't need him.
Wouldn't that be the greatest dig on Tom Brady?
The greatest.
If he proves the year after Brady goes that not only can he win, he can win with a bum quarterback or a nobody quarterback.
Who Jason Stidham, he loves apparently, but none of us know anything about him
And
really.
even if he is really good, Jason Stidham, he has no reputation.
Yeah.
So it will be perceived
as Belichick made him. Belichick is the kingmaker.
And then you really put the chink in Tom Brady's armor, right?
Right.
Because you prove, whoa, you really were a system quarterback.
Yeah.
That is a massive... I think that's too much ego.
I think it's too much ego, and I don't think he'll do it. But if he can, and he's just like, Andy Dalton's not that great. Like, why would I waste my time? I believe in this kid. Let's do it with this kid. Fuck it.
Bro, okay, break down to me the Cowboy situation, and is this a move against Dak?
I don't think it's a move against it. I think there might be something to... Listen, so Andy Dalton's not a good QB. What happened with Andy Dalton is he showed some potential, and this is kind of the position Dak is in right now. Dak is better, but you haven't really proven anything yet, but your contract is up, so we have to pay you. Because you're too good to just let go back then, and then he didn't get any better, and he's done. That's kind of a similar position that Dak is in with the Cowboys, and Dak is basically saying, I want to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, more or less.
Right.
Cowboys might be saying, all right, listen, let's sign this guy to a cheap contract.
Right.
And if you want to hold out, we're not fucked anymore. So your leverage has gone away a little bit. You can't just say like what Ezekiel Elliott did last year is he held out and was like, look, if I'm not there as your running back, you got nothing. They're like, okay, we're not going to be in that situation again. If you want to hold out, cool, we have someone. And if not, the Cowboys have just not had a good backup quarterback for years and just kind of banked on Dak is going to be healthy. Excuse me, and that doesn't always work out. So they're saying like, all right, if Dak does get hurt, we got a good backup quarterback. The Eagles proved how important a good backup is 2 years ago. So why don't we just sign him to a cheap deal? Right. And, you know, if Dak wants to hold out, we got a little leverage.
Did they get him for cheap?
Yeah, $3 million guaranteed, which is nothing. And then if he wins the Super Bowl, he gets $7 million. Like the most he could possibly
So there was
get.
no market for him whatsoever.
It seems like there wasn't. But he said, I want to play with Mike McCarthy because I know McCarthy essentially makes QBs better. I think Andy Dalton's play is I'm going to sign for 1 year. I'm going to get better. And then I'm going to go sign a bigger deal elsewhere, hopefully.
And hopefully McCarthy tells other coaches, yo, he was killing in practice.
Yes.
He's actually better than...
Teddy Bridgewater, what he did with the Saints.
But he had an opportunity to play with the Saints.
And he didn't know that he would, but he was like, I want to... Because he signed 2 contracts with them. 1 year year before last, he didn't play. Then signed with them again, I'm pretty sure, to be the backup again. And he had starting offers, I'm pretty sure. And he said, no, I'm going to stick here 1 more year. I'm learning a lot, whatever. And then he got his chance to play, went 5-0, 6-0, whatever it was.
And now he got his contract.
And then he got his contract.
Okay, so that's a smart move by Dalton.
So I think it's a smart move by Dalton. And he went to college in Fort Worth, which is right by Dallas, so he's comfy there.
Yeah, this is a convenience move. I made my money. He probably, made a decent... I mean, what did the contract he signed was over $100 million with the Bengals, but he didn't get paid.
He got paid most of it, I'm sure. I mean,
Really?
he got a big signing bonus. He probably has $50 million in the bank or whatever.
So he's set no matter
He's
what.
good for life.
I'm going to be... this is the marriage of convenience for me right now.
Yeah.
If it works out, great. If it doesn't, I'm fucking in Dallas. I've got family. I've got friends
And being
there.
a backup QB is a great job. $3 million to not get CTE?
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
I'm just in practice, whatever. And the Cowboys might also sign him because they're playing his old division this year.
Oh,
they're
so
playing
he
the
is
entire
good.
AFC North. So he can tell me something about these guys. He can give me a little bit of intel on these guys. He played them twice a year. I haven't played them in 3 years.
There's been a change in scheduling?
Just the way the NFL schedules work is they rotate. You play your division twice.
Yeah.
Then you play one division from the NFC and one division from the AFC, and that switches every year. And then it goes back. And then you play two or three random games. But like 14, 13 games, whatever it is, are set.
That's smart. Great for scouting. You
So-
spend $3 million and you get someone who's got expertise.
Scouting,
experience.
great insurance policy if Dak gets hurt.
Yeah.
And if Dak holds out, we're not fucked anymore. Whereas before, they had a 7th round draft pick and then another undrafted guy that sucks as the only backup. That you
And if he does end up playing some games and sucking, we know exactly what Andy Dalton is capable of because he's got weapons.
Yeah.
He's got weapons with the Cowboys now.
Oh, yeah. He's got weapons.
Yeah. Now, is Witten coming back?
Witten is gone. He
Definitely
signed with the
done.
Raiders. Done.
Oh, he's going to...
He signed with the Raiders. He was kind of washed anyway. He came back and he already probably needed to retire. Retired for a year. Came back more washed, essentially. Like, no yards after the catch. The Cowboys got a tight end that's got some promise. So they were like, just go. McCarthy came in. He was like, I'm not tied to you.
And the Raiders picked him up?
Raiders picked him up. I think maybe a leadership thing, a character thing, maybe.
He doesn't start, but he controls the locker room.
I think he's gonna maybe start, like for some reason, but yeah, just you're a leadership guy. Be there. Cowboys let him go.
Quick question: what leverage do the Cowboys have if they place the exclusive franchise tag on Dak? So if no
what
one
that
else
means
can
is
sign him,
you get a 1-year contract. If anybody wants to take you from me, I think at that point they have to give draft picks. Actually, I don't even think that's the case. It is we are guaranteeing you $31 million.
Yep.
And if you don't want to play, you don't get any of that money. If you want to play, you get $31 million for this year. And then if we can hopefully work out a long-term deal, and if not, we can tag you again for even more money the following year, usually, because that money is based on the market and the salary cap.
wait,
the
so
one
he's
thing is
forced to take that. Like if he doesn't want that, no other team can get him,
no team can get him,
and he doesn't get paid.
or he could sit out.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's fucked.
He's fucked.
Well, he's not. The argument is he's fucked, but he'll also get, I believe you get the...
$31 million.
But why is it $31 million? It's based on...
It's based on the top 5 highest paid quarterbacks or something. It's the average of the 5 highest contracts, something like that.
So you get the
But
average
he
of the
wants
highest...
more. Is
He
basically
wants
what
more.
he's holding out.
That being said, you're going to get $31 million for 1 year, where he would never get that a year. So the argument is you're going to get guaranteed a much larger amount than you would get if we gave you a contract.
No, but the thing is, the contract they offered already, the whole disagreement, they offered him something like $33 million a year for 5 years.
Yeah.
He wants 4 years because TV money is going to kick in soon, like a new TV contract that's going to be crazy, and the salary cap should jump up a bunch in the next 4 years, 3 years, whatever. So he's like, nah, I want 4 years. I want another big deal when that salary cap jumps, which I get. You got to do that. If I'm the Cowboys, their point is take a little bit less for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You also make a lot more being the Cowboys QB than you would anything else.
Right.
I think you can't say that to someone in a negotiation, expect them to be like, you're right, let me take less money. They're right. But what you got to do then is this kind of shit. You got to have insurance policies in place. It's like a Belichick move. Look, you want to play hardball? We're going to be fine. You can sit out your $31 million. You're not getting any of these endorsements because you're not the Cowboys QB. Look what we're doing. I think Dak made something like $50 million in endorsements apparently over his 4 years with the Cowboys. You're not making that with the fucking Cleveland Browns winning 1 playoff game in 4 years.
This seems like a very reasonable debate for both sides.
Yeah.
Neither one is really asking for too much.
Yeah.
And if either party acquiesces, you can't be that critical of their decision. Like, okay, if the Cowboys end up paying him, they were going to pay him after that 4th year anyway if he's actually good. And if he doesn't take it, he goes, look, I'm going to make so much more money anyway just being the quarterback here. I mean, as long as you stretch this on,
You know what's
it's
interesting?
a waste
though?
of fucking time.
You know what's interesting though? If you franchise him and then he plays the full year, next year, whatever that franchise tag number is, this year $31 million, it's based on the salary cap. The salary cap is based on revenue. TV contracts make up most NFL revenue, but you know what else goes into it? Ticket gate. Like how many people come to games? If Corona's still going and the NFL is like, look, we're going to play games with no fans, that's going to drop the salary cap. I heard 10%, but maybe more. So if the salary cap drops, then the franchise tag drops. So if it go from 31 million to next year 25 million or whatever.
I actually think it'll go up because I think people are going to be watching way.
But
more
the TV
football.
contract is locked in.
Oh yeah.
You got paid. Now it's not.
And-
Oh, it
the
doesn't
network
go by views.
The network pays. I'm going to pay you. It's like licensing. I'm going to pay you $100 million so I can play your games, and then
Based on
I get the
assumption
advertising
that
money.
we're going to get X amount of
Ad
people
dollars.
watching a
Got it,
game, and
got
then
it,
I
got
can
it.
get ad dollars based on that amount.
So yeah, the networks could be really happy because everybody's going to watch if there's nothing else.
Yeah.
But that's not going to affect the salary cap of the league.
Got you.
That's the ticket gate is that's going to be a part of it. And if that drops, if I'm the Cowboys, I would wait to see what the NFL decides and how it goes. You
It's
play.
a risky.
Open up the season,
It's a
though.
risky game Dak is playing though, because if the dude that they signed, Andy Dalton, if he like balls out one game, people are gonna be like, "All right, Dak, you can sit out."
Every game, if he
Like,
plays
that's
well,
all it takes is him having a fucking the Asian guy on the Knicks that
Jeremy Lin?
Yeah, all he has to have is a Jeremy Lin season.
He got to get the opportunity.
you mean
though.
you got to have one of the greatest seasons of all time? You got to drop 38 on the Lakers with Kobe?
Yeah, but if Dak doesn't sign, then boom, he's
Yeah.
decoded.
football season? We should be ready to go. I mean, people are going to come back out. Like I'm just, yo, dude. You know what? I'm
You were wilding this weekend.
son. It is
Around
what
your
it is, bro.
parents, son.
It is what I do.
You were around your parents, and you was
Son,
mad
I
close.
hugged my mom. I hugged my dad.
You wilding.
Said goodbye, bro. Wow. no. I hugged him. We did dance lessons. Like, bruh, we're back, man.
You
we're
wildin'.
fucking back, baby. We need to have a name for these fucking mask Nazis. You know, these people like post the picture of Central Park on their Instagram. I can't believe that people are still going outside. You know these people?
Yeah. Well, how'd you get the picture?
Oh no, they got it off of someone else's Instagram. This, that, the other. But like, we need to find a name for them that is appropriate to how much I hate them, and also they need to keep this same fucking energy. All these people who are coming out right now saying stay inside, you know, put your mask on, all this fucking nerd shit. I want you to keep that exact same energy when everybody's back outside in a month, just going on business as usual. I want you to keep up your quarantine. I want you to keep up your fucking mask. I want you to keep doing that same shit you said you're doing, treating Fauci as fucking Jesus Christ, whatever that guy says, right?
Oh, now Fauci's not your guy anymore, son?
I never liked Fauci.
Oh, my God. Son, you were on your Corona podcast saying how he's the GOAT.
No, I never said
Yes,
that
you
about him.
did.
I never said that
All
about
right,
him.
whatever,
Can someone
son.
send us a clip of Andrew
I
saying
know,
he's
please.
the GOAT?
Because you remember. I know.
Take
Mark.
that down. Take that down. Take that down. Nah, I feel like the energy that I had was...
He could come out with a Schultz episode in a month being like, Biden is great, guys. Honestly, this is the guy to beat Trump.
Might be the guy. I mean, that, to be honest, that was the episode that we put out. It was saying how
Oh,
great he was.
fair. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But in all seriousness, I felt like the energy that I had initially was very important, and the energy has to change. The energy addressed the issue at hand, which was flatten the curve. Curve is flat.
What does that even mean, flatten the curve? Remember
I
was
explained
saying
what
that
it
shit?
means.
Remember I said that shit and you'd be like, everybody said this shit, flatten the curve. What's that even mean?
I told you what it means. Flatten it. It means flatten it. dude.
He's flattened.
No, it means decrease the amount of deaths per week.
Yeah.
And make sure that it's a manageable amount for the hospital
Yeah.
system, right? You couldn't articulate that. You fucking idiot. So, right? Happy birthday. So now that we have that, it's time to go back outside, baby. It's time to kick it. It's time to have some concerts. Concerts are back from Missouri. I'm ready to do shows in Missouri tomorrow. They said Monday, concerts back on. Missouri, what's up?
You going to St. Louis?
I'll go to St. Louis. Yo, let's do a show.
Go St. Louis, yo.
I'm with it. I really would do a show tonight.
Oh, you on board with this shit,
Of course he's on board with this shit, son. We
Mark
not
is the most
pussy
on
ass
board, yo.
bitches. Alex got to put on 14 goggles just to fucking bike to work.
Yup. I'm responsible.
Nah. Cut it out, bro.
What was
Stop
that?
taking pictures of people in the park enjoying themselves. Go inside.
I agree with that part. I agree
Oh
with
my
that.
God.
That's high key white.
Stop it.
Snitching.
Michael Rappaport crying about this shit. Oh, go inside, you fucking idiots. Stay disruptive. How are you disrupting from inside? What you disrupting inside? Go outside. Get some fucking sunshine. Say hello to people. Play some basketball.
Michael Rappaport just a dork ass you, ain't he?
Son,
That's his
I'm
brash-
a dork me.
Just a brash ass New Yorker, but like kind of dorky about it. You know what I mean?
Look, all I know is it's time to go outside.
I agree. Start opening shit up.
There we go.
Start opening shit up. I think concerts a little wild.
Yeah.
Phases. I'm about phases.
I think we should only have mosh pits. I don't think we should even have chairs. I think it should be mosh pits. That's what I think it should be. I'm being dead serious with you. Let's go. Let's take the subway. Y'all want to take the subway back?
Nah, bro.
Let's take the subway.
I'm good.
Son,
I'm
let's
good.
do it.
You wouldn't take the subway before the
I know,
virus.
right?
That's true.
Yeah.
At night. During the day, I always took subway.
You go Uber here, you know what I mean? First of all, you took Uber fucking everywhere, bro.
I did. I've saved a lot of money now that I don't Uber. It's amazing. I love looking at my Amex at the end of the month. It'd be what's up?
That shit is low, right?
Ain't no points coming in.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I think we need to find a name for the mass Nazis. What should it be? What should we call them? Mark, what should we call the mass Nazis?
I was trying to think about like the Mastapo or something.
The
like,
Mastapo. Something
not
about
it.
taking the pictures of people enjoying themselves and going, stop this. Stop having fun in a park. You fucking losers. What a fucking loser sees a bunch of people having fun in a park and goes, stop it. Hey, what are we doing? We're not taking this serious. Shut the fuck up. That's who you want to be in history. That's who you want to tell your kids who you were. I remember the corona pandemic. I was the one taking pictures of people in the park, telling them to stop doing that.
Yeah, it's a snitch move.
It's a dork move, bro.
On the right side of history, man.
Just exactly be on the right side of history. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be one of the motherfuckers saying, "Hey, Anne Frank's in the attic." Do you know what I'm saying? You want to be eating lunch downstairs like, I don't know who's in the attic. Someone's in the attic?
Yeah. No, I agree. You can't snitch.
Don't snitch.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's whack.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself in the park, bro. Play a game of pickup. Hey, dog.
It's so funny. You keep touching your nose, and I can't stop looking at this giant red dot right dead center on your nose. I'm sorry I had to do this, but
Bro, you really
I had a pimple, bro.
it looked like you got an infrared beam.
I had a fucking pimple, dog.
You look like Akaash if his dot falls
That's
down.
what I was thinking. That's what I was
Dog,
thinking.
it's all good. I understand it. I got a pimple on my motherfucking nose.
How are you gonna
okay?
snitch on his pimple right now, bro? We're talking about snitches.
Dude, there's nothing I could do about it, okay?
He got his own
I popped that
pussy.
shit. That shit started bleeding a lot.
Why'd you pop it?
Say again?
Why'd you
It was
pop it?
white at the top.
It's his
Yeah,
own.
you're white.
You can still see it.
Nah,
You can still
you
see
can't
it.
see
Trust
white
me.
on white.
Yes, you can.
You got your own push to
Air
start.
Force One.
I did.
I push that shit. He gonna start talking about big banks.
Dude. Hold on one second. Did I take the scab off? Look, it is what it is. This is the life I've chosen.
That's how I know we started recording. He just looked at me, and I saw the red dot.
Stupid. All right, bro. Come on, bro. That's not funny, man. It wasn't. Hey, bro. That's not funny, bro. It wasn't Seinfeld, bro. Seinfeld would never make a joke like that, right? This would be the episode of Seinfeld. It'd be like, oh, wow, that's so weird that something red is there. Something else red happened in this episode. Let's let these two storylines come together.
The joke's on him. Now he gotta be a hater. A hater.
Whoa! Your nose is red, Seinfeld. Whoa! All right, we're gonna take a break real quick because we gotta tell y'all about the best motherfucking cereal on the planet. You know about Magic Spoon, bro?
Hell yeah, yo.
Do you know why they call it Magic Spoon?
Why?
Tastes so good, you think the spoon magic?
Oh shit, yo.
It's gotta be the spoon. It's just like Michael Jordan was so good at basketball. It's gotta be the what?
Shoes.
The cereal's so good, you're like, it gotta be the spoon. There's no way cereal could taste it good and be actually healthy for you. I mean, that's really what's going down with this Magic Spoon.
Bruh.
It's literally healthy cereal that tastes delicious in all the best flavors. What's the best flavor?
The frosted one.
Frosted. They got frosted. What else is mad good in flavor in cereal? Cocoa.
Oh, yo.
Cocoa.
Yo,
They got cocoa.
They got cocoa.
They got cocoa.
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 Bro, you know what cereal they eat in Charmed?
What's that?
Magic Spoon.
We don't even know what part of the episode this is going in. It could be before, it could be after. But Mark might have had a premonition. Dude, Mark killed that. You know what I'm saying, son? You know what I'm saying, son? We out here. Yo, Magic Spoon. Honestly, no bullshit. Absolutely delicious. I start the day. Sometimes when I want to get my sugars, sometimes when I want to just get a little sugar pop, but not too much sugar because it's a healthy cereal. You know, low carbs, got low all the other stuff.
It's low ass sugar. It's no like artificial sugar, right?
Son, this shit, you want me to tell you exactly what's in this shit?
Yeah, please do.
Dude, Magic Spoon is literally, it's the best cereal that I've had, bro. It's not even a game.
It's so good, I assume it's mad sugars.
Son,
Nah.
it's not,
You gotta
dog.
add maple syrup.
There's no
to it
way it's
sometimes.
keto friendly.
Son, oh, it's keto friendly, son.
It's keto friendly?
Son, it's keto friendly, son.
Get out of here.
Son,
Get out of town.
son, I can't get out of town. I'm being dead serious. Let me tell you about this right now. Let me get this up right here. Look at this. Really. Zero sugar.
Zero fucking sugar?
What?
Zero.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Right? 12 grams of protein.
12.
What?
I'm gonna be brolic.
What?
I'm gonna be brolic off cereal.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Only 3 net grams of carbs. It's so few carbs you needed a net. They was gonna slip through every other way. You ever try to catch fish in a river with your hands? You can't do it. How do you do it?
A net?
You get a net. That's how little carbs are. You need a net. Hold on. God, I'm not even done yet.
Oh, I can't believe it. How are you not done yet?
I'm not done yet.
How are you not done yet?
Hey, it's gluten-free, dog.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Yo, they done set the gluten-free. Ain't no gluten in that mug. You free, yo.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're gluten-free at last. Keto free, Akaash.
Yo.
That shit got no keto, son.
Al not a believer
no,
yet.
keto friendly, not free. It's
They
friendly
love
to keto.
keto.
They love keto, bro.
Yo, they love the keto.
Dude, listen, I had a dream.
So y'all setting the civil
I
rights
had-
movement back way too much with this bullshit.
Akaash, I had a dream. I had a dream that young Coca-Cola kids and young fruity kids and young frosted kids and young blueberry kids will all play together in a cereal bowl.
Forgot about blueberries.
I had a dream.
Motherfucking blueberries.
I had a dream that you could add oat milk, macadamia milk,
We just
almond
lost.
milk.
We just lost 5 black listeners. Keep going.
I had a dream that I would have a keto-friendly, gluten-friendly, grain-free, soy,
You know how I
free,
could
low
probably
carb,
get
and
those
GMO
black
free.
listeners back if I had a magic spoon?
Oh my God!
Hey, come on back, fellas.
Come on back! Come on back! Come on back!
All right, we up to 20. Keep going.
Come on! Hey! All you gotta do is go.
We didn't
to,
land on magic spoon. Magic spoon landed on us.
All
that's
right.
a fact.
We officially a white podcast.
Oh yeah, we a white podcast. Oh yeah. What's the best black strip club in the motherfucking world? Which city? Which
Al only
city?
knows about the white
Which
strip
city?
clubs.
Atlanta.
No. What's the
Magic
name?
City.
Magic City, motherfucker. What kind of cereal do you think they serve in Magic City? Magic Spoon.
Magic spoon.
How you think they scoop out the yeast infections of them girls in there? With a magic spoon, too. Let me tell you something.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
Al.
yo.
Y'all are idiots right now.
Hey, magicspoon.com/flagrant. You get a variety pack and try it today. And be sure, use our promo code flagrant at checkout. You're going to get free shipping on that ass. Free shipping all over that ass.
Wait, hold on. Where is it shipping?
That shipping is going to be all over that ass, and it's going to be free. Yeah, it is.
All over that ass.
Let me tell you something. This is how confident Magic Spoon is in the product. This is how confident Magic Spoon is. I can't believe I'm about to say it. I got to take my hat off. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee.
God damn. It's a spoonful of happiness right there.
That's a spoonful of happiness. That means when you take a spoonful of it, all you're going to feel is happiness.
a little magic.
Little magic is on the spoon, hence the name, Al. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money. No questions asked. No questions asked. If you don't like it, if you don't feel magic on that fucking spoon, you get your money back. Think about that. Is there a better deal than that? That was pretty magical. You keep that motherfucking cereal. That wasn't magical. You get to still keep the cereal, then you get your money back.
That's crazy.
You would have to be a stupid person not to take that bet.
That's actually for real.
You'd have to be stupid.
You have to be real stupid. You have to be Alex level stupid.
You have to be Al level stupid. You have to be. That's the only way. All these people donating food to the food bank of LA.
Oh,
Just
shit.
magic spoon.
Bruh.
If you don't find yourself being happy afterwards, they're going to give it back. I don't even know what else I have to tell you besides go to magicspoon.com/flagrant and use the promo code flagrant. Are we done here?
I feel like we killed it.
Let's get back to the show.
All right, so we'll talk about something important like Killmonger versus Loki. Like, why do you put this shit?
All right,
on
let's
the
end the
fucking
episode.
notes?
All right, guys,
like,
we
why do
ran
you
out of
put
shit to
that
talk
on
about.
the notes? Son?
I put mad topics. You guys can
Yeah,
choose.
but
or you can
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, what were
Akash-
the black topics
Don't
this
worry
week?
about that.
Where
We're
were the
talking about
black
you
topics
right
this
now.
week?
Akaash, that's right. I was scared to talk about his black shit.
Oh,
we
yeah.
gonna
You
talk
don't want to
about-
be represented on a podcast? You don't want
we gonna
black
talk about
thoughts
next week
represented on a podcast?
after you watch some black art, and then we can.
I
talk about
watched it.
No, you didn't.
I did watch
What
it.
happens in that episode?
Some black ass
They're
shit.
black
bro.
as fuck, yo.
No, it's black as fuck. So Alex saw this black as fuck show.
Nah,
on-
let's just talk about it. It's a good discussion. Let's say.
So then start the discussion. Why would
Nah,
you
because
watch
you
it
have
to
to
know
watch
about
it.
it?
I gotta watch the whole episode. I watched episode 1. The shit was mad boring, yo.
Nah, the show isn't that great, but every once in a while they have a couple of.
It's 5-6 episodes. You tell me every
Nah,
once
it's
in a
like
while.
10 episodes.
Oh my god.
The full season.
Son, just tell us the argument.
Let's
and
just wrap it
have
up. Let's wrap it up. 'Cause
Tell
we're-
us the
we're
argument.
already
It was
at
something
140.
about Tyler Perry versus Kenya Barris or whatever.
Next week.
What is the argument?
Next week, I want you to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it. I've already put my
You
foot
know what we
down.
could do?
I'm not going to watch it now. I'm not going to watch it. But I like the argument, and I'll have the discussion.
Nah.
Kenya Barris is the guy who made Blackish, Brownish, all the ish shows. Tyler Perry is the guy who made Tyler Perry Studios based off of the millions and
motherfucking
millions of dollars he's made off of Medea and all the other like
Meet the
movies
Browns, all
and
them
television
shits.
shows that he's made.
Yeah.
And the argument is that Kenya Barris is making television for white people to indulge in black culture, and Tyler Perry makes television and movies for black people to indulge in their own culture. Is that more or less
It's pretty good. Yeah.
the thing? And so what is the discussion that
Another layer to it is that black people can't speak out negatively about other black art because we have very little opportunities in Hollywood. So if you knock black art that's currently out, it lowers our chances at more opportunities. But the downside to that is by not knocking the shit that's whack, then
you'll never get the shit you want?
Exactly, and we'll create whack shit.
It is
And
double-edged sword, yeah.
another side to that is that white people can't say anything bad about black art also. So you'll have like a black movie, won't mention names, and then it'll have a 99 Rotten Tomatoes.
Get out.
Like it's the best thing that's ever been created.
Right.
But it wasn't that fucking revolutionary, but it's just because if a white person comes out and says, oh, this movie wasn't that good, now it's like, oh, you're just not going to because it's a
Which
black
one
movie.
was Get Out? Was that the one, the upside down one?
Nah.
That's where they kidnapped the black people and turned them into white people.
That's the movie about Jordan Peele's life.
That was Stepford Wives, right?
That's Jordan
Yeah,
Peele every
yeah.
time he's been attracted to a woman.
right. So when he
That's Jordan Peele making a movie about how awful white women are while only dating and marrying a white woman.
white woman, yeah, of course, this is him projecting or something. But yeah, for me, I don't think there's anything revolutionary about the story. It's Stepford Wives, right? That has existed. This is a
Yeah,
story
but
that's
it
been
got
told.
99 on Rotten Tomatoes because
Of
everybody
course.
was
That's a
afraid
great
to
point
say.
that white people are not allowed to criticize minority art because out of fear, like it would be perceived as racist.
That's why the female Ghostbusters got like an 85% from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes
And everybody's
like a
like,
40%
this shit is
on
trash.
yeah.
Okay, I think that these are, and then the same thing with the Asian movie. What was it?
Oh, Crazy Rich Asians, not a
Yeah.
good movie.
Not a good movie, but white people are like, oh, I love Crazy
Yeah.
Rich
I
Asians.
mean,
I mean, same
It was
thing with
so much
Nanette, and then the Chappelle special was inverse.
Yeah.
Where like Rotten Tomatoes was trash on it, but the audience rating was super high.
So has Chappelle transcended his blackness? Now Chappelle is just he's
Because Chappelle is going at quote unquote like lesser minorities or like people who are more minorities than black people.
Right, I
which is
understand.
trans, whatever.
I understand why the criticism, right? Because he's not going along with like the way Hollywood, sets up its ideals. But why is he criticizable despite his blackness. And I think it's because he's transcended his blackness. I think Chappelle has just become Chappelle, not black comic Chappelle. Let me just make the point. And so it's like, once he's become that, now you could criticize him if his opinions are not in line. Because the argument that they're making right now is you can't criticize black art because of blackness, not because of the opinion within the art.
Yeah.
Right. So Chappelle was highly criticized and he was knocked for his special because he went after these groups, but maybe he's transcended his blackness so that you can criticize him where you couldn't do that with somebody else.
I think there's like a unspoken hierarchy of minorities within liberal white people's mind.
Right.
So when Tracy Morgan says some shit that's not a good joke, but he's like, if I have a gay son, I'm gonna kill him, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a black person, but you're going at gay people. They are more minority or whatever the word is. They're
Right.
more oppressed. So you can't say that. It's just, you can't punch down as this ideal that's been beaten into their minds. And if they feel like you are punching down to a more oppressed minority, then whoever you are, it's not okay.
So to the Chappelle point, those white people that were being critical of Tracy Morgan, they see him as Tracy Jordan from 30 Rock. Those are the same white people that watch 30 Rock. Those are the same white people that have maybe propped up Tracy Morgan to be this character, and all of a sudden that character was saying things that didn't align with who his character was on the show.
I think this is a slur, so it's different. And I'm just trying to think of whatever examples pop into my head at the moment.
I'm just saying, they hear the same rappers say, those white people will not criticize Jay-Z or they'll criticize any rapper for saying, homophobic lyrics, this, that, the other. I think they're only willing to come at the people who've kind of transcended their blackness in a way, who became these family names and
rap is hard because I think there's a weird, white people are so afraid to talk anything about rap that they let them get away with stuff they would never let a comic get away with. That rap is its own, white people are scared to even delve into those waters of what's offensive lyrics and what's not.
Right.
But if a rapper said some shit not on a rap song that was homophobic or whatever, I think they'd be like, yo, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
If they say something on their social media or whatever the case is, people will come for them. But if they say that same thing in a song, it's oh, for some reason it's untouchable.
It's untouchable. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is interesting. I don't know. I don't know, I don't know.
I just feel it's like a weird, unspoken thing that everybody just abides by.
Which is?
All the things that I listed before, white people can't knock black art. Black people can only show appreciation for other black art or stay
but they used
quiet
to,
if you don't like it.
up until a year and a half ago, black people used to shit on everything Tyler Perry. If you were woke black at all, you would shit on all Tyler Perry. I remember Red Tails coming out years ago, and all my woke black friends were like, yo, don't watch, I think a Medea movie had come around at the same time. They're like, don't watch that shit, watch Red Tails. Yo, that's a movie about black people, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Red Tails was like a Steven Spielberg movie. You're just giving money back to a white guy.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry, that's trash, don't go see that. That's going back into a black person's pocket who has a black studio in Atlanta, but somehow that's not cool to you. And then Twitter just caught on to what Tyler Perry does.
So I wouldn't say I vocalized it publicly, but I used to think on that same sentiment, and I was like, I don't like Tyler Perry films because the characters in there are very stereotypical and not coonish, but like dance, and they're extra hood, extra all the negative connotations, whatever that word is, that associated with black people. But then we felt that, oh, okay, if he gets popularity with making those movies, then those are going to be the only roles for black people. That's why we knocked that shit. Because I can still watch a Tyler Perry film and laugh at it, but
Medea is a hilarious character, objectively.
I'm hoping that that's not the only movies I'm going to see.
Yeah, but you know what helps is black movies doing well. And also, the people I know that like Tyler Perry movies were black. So if my market, if my people like this, who am I to shame them for liking anything we put out? I hear people try to say Russell Peters is offensive because he makes accents. Indians I know growing up, we all loved Russell. Mm-hmm. So if he's making shit for us, who the fuck are you to tell him he's wrong or us we're wrong for liking someone that looks like us doing stuff that makes us laugh?
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand the wokeness of it all.
I've switched sides since. I appreciate what I like and I knock what I don't.
Is Tyler criticized by Southern blacks as strongly as he's criticized by
I think he's only
Northern and
criticized
California
by
blacks?
woke blacks.
Blacks. That's what I mean.
So it's
but
depending.
the
doesn't matter
woke
where they
blacks kind of exist in like New York and California.
They're more here.
Major
They're there,
cities.
but
They're
they're more
coastal,
here.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious because maybe their life within blackness is not relatable to what Tyler talks about. And maybe the characters that Tyler talks about seem cartoonish to these like New York and California blacks, but maybe they're like really relatable to figures in their lives to the Southern blacks. Like maybe they have an uncle that's like that. They have an aunt like that. They have a big mama. You know, they have these people that operate really similarly, and they're like, this isn't that crazy. You think it's cartoonish, but to us, it's not. Like that Duck Dynasty show, I bet in New York and California, white people are like, he's a bunch of hillbillies. I bet if you go down south, it's like, nah, I got an uncle that wears, what is it called? Army fatigues or whatever that shit is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Forgot to go. Wears Army fatigues or whatever every single day, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's just a lack of relatability. And one of the problems with like looking at blackness as a monolith, like looking at one type of blackness, and then when you don't live up to that type of blackness, you're like, oh yeah, this doesn't make sense. I think the most interesting thing about like the Black-ish show or like the Tyler Perry show, et cetera, is that I think oftentimes the way that people appreciate things are when they live up to your view of them. Right? So it's like maybe the people that appreciate the Tyler Perry movies, they're going, oh yeah, this is how I see black people. And maybe the people that appreciate the Black-ish shows are like, oh, this is how I see black people.
I think that's where woke black people get offended, though, is they think white people look at black people like Medea.
Yes.
And that's the thing is like white people aren't watching Medea. White people are watching Black-ish, right? Because maybe that's closer to how they see black people. They're like, okay, I see black people existing in these white spaces, and I see them acting quote unquote black within these white spaces, but I also don't see them being like a stereotype that Medea would be. That'd be a little too far-fetched. If anything, I'd feel a little bit guilty enjoying that because it's like, is there some sort of leaning into like the extreme of a cultural stereotype?
Yeah, something I was afraid of happening was that Hollywood would see the success of Medea movies and be like, oh, let's make our own.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. That was my biggest issue. I was like, oh no,
is that Big Mama's house?
I think Big Mama's House Medea wasn't popping when Big Mama's House came out.
Yeah.
I think it might have been plays. I think that shit started as plays. I know
Yeah, it
Meet
did.
the Browns started as plays. Like, this motherfucker is a monster, dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's
Plays to movies to TV shows.
creative genius and business exec. It's like, it's,
No, he's a beast.
yeah.
Yeah, shit changed in terms of the perception of Tyler Perry when he built his own studio, huh?
Yep.
Second you see that studio, people are like, shit, I might have to put on one of them fucking costumes, right? Like,
Even when he had it at first, though, all of a sudden, he had to literally just start doing some Oprah shit and being like, yo, Walmart, everything y'all got on layaway, I'm paying for it. Like, that's what it took for people to be like, oh, Tyler Perry's doing it.
but it is really funny is like, you do need a show. You can't just tell, right? Like, there was this common thing you'd hear like a lot of like black entertainers saying like, I'm not going to put on a dress. And I think like Dave Chappelle got it in people's heads that like, that's what the Hollywood industry tries to make you do is put on a dress. They want to emasculate black men. I don't think it was about emasculating black men. I think you could add racism into it by going, what's funny or comedic juxtapositions. So what is the most masculine thing some nerdy exec sees? Probably the black male. And then what is funny to some corny exec is seeing the most masculine thing look feminine, right?
Schwarzenegger in a dress sounds funny.
Schwarzenegger
Can't hate.
dress.
Can't even knock it.
Right? Michael Cera in a dress, not funny.
There was actually
It's
a movie
close.
where Schwarzenegger got pregnant. I don't think he wore dresses and shit, but
Yeah.
there's a movie where he got pregnant.
So we're seeing Mr. Olympia, whatever that shit
Yeah.
is, Mr. Universe, dressed as a girl, right? Or pregnant as a girl. There's a comedic juxtaposition there. Now, there's an element of race and everything. You could go, why do they see black males as this hyper masculine thing that would be funny if you made them feminine? Okay, maybe you look at black males in a little bit different light
Maybe
than
you're
you
a
look
little
at.
scared. Maybe you're whatever.
There you go.
That's
And that is your, what is it called?
bias.
Yeah, subconscious bias
or
something. That is that subconscious bias that they have. But I don't think it's as simple as there was a meeting where a bunch of execs were like, hey, why don't we get black people to wear wigs and dresses? That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll emasculate all the blacks like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's happened. And then I think they touch on that too, because they're like, there was a movie, Tootsie, in 1982, where, I don't know, Michael Dorsey, some guy, he dressed up like a girl. And then you have, of course, what's the
Mrs.
comedian,
Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Like it's
Yeah,
been done. Like
It's the corniest version of comedy. It's like, what if you look at Instagram comedians, right? Not to knock them, but like, what is the first thing they go to when they're trying to make a funny skit? Someone who doesn't really have any like comedy writing skill. What do they
Wearing
do?
dresses?
They throw a fucking wig on. They throw a dress. This is how girls act. Right? It is the lowest common denominator of joke, right? Like back in the day, every comic would just do a gay voice as a joke.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because it's a person who you do not see as gay acting gay. Right? It's just the easiest way to make a joke. If we're making fun of each other, we're going to do it in an emasculating way. That's just what happens in a locker room. It's just a funny thing to do. But it is an interesting discussion, and it's cool to see them talk about it. I'd love to see them do it out of a scripted. Like, I'd love to see them have a podcast about it. And maybe both of those things are important. Maybe there's like a Martin Malcolm thing there. It's like, hey, I need to do this for us, the Malcolm approach.
Yeah,
and then
that scene really felt like that.
it felt like that. And then
it
Martin
felt
was like,
that.
I know you need to do that, but I also need to make sure there's an integration play as well. So it's like,
We should watch this episode, guys. Have a discussion on it next week. I really think there's something valuable here.
son,
Oh, that was good.
yo, we got to wrap this up. I
Yeah.
totally forgot we were supposed to call Mike Feeney.
Yeah, we could have called Feeney and put this discussion next week. Well, what are you gonna do?
So Mike Feeney, we're going to have to, let me call Mike Feeney right now.
Nah, let's do it when we could do it right and put him on the screen and all that shit.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So, Mike, we're going to call you next week. Our bad. But you don't know that it's our bad because you're texting me thinking it was your bad. So, I'm going to let you think it was your bad. Your bad, Mike. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This has been another episode of Flagrant. Peace.
God bless.